I'm swapping over. That's fine. I'm gonna get your little thing gone, cause we don't need that. Nope. We could just reduce the size of that and not touch a thing. Perfect. There we go. Hi chat, how are you doing? I do need to make sure Discord is being picked up because we keep swapping Discord servers. There we go. Fem, dog, and octopus. Greet and welcome. Yep, it's the thing. We doing the thing tonight.
Yeah. I'm a little slow, chat. You'll have to bear with me.
Occo just woke up from a nap.
Yep.
And it cannot be said I did not try waking Occo up. Because I did. I got an Occo's Not Safe Work server and I got into an ERP session in DMs almost 40 minutes later. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
So, Comical has been working very hard to get into the not safe for work section of your Discord.
Okay.
And almost immediately upon getting in there, they got into a ERP.
Like, in the server?
No, DMs.
Mm.
Which is fine. Like, whatever you do in DMs is fine. I muted those channels, right? Yeah, I have the server muted. Like, should I have it muted? No. But do I? Yes.
Thank you for admitting that.
With how many people are in your server, I like my sanity. Thank you.
Yeah, but they don't at everybody, thankfully.
Yeah, you should be. Guys, anyone in Occo's server that experiences any forms of issues, please tag me. Or, if you can't get my attention, DM me. Like, please. Welcome, cutie. Sorry, that name. I have specific channels muted.
Sounds weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but that's fine.
Okay. I'm about to go live here.
Okay. And then we'll actually get started on our topics. Gotta make sure I have your Twitch chat up because I don't see Restream working still.
I was restream broken.
For you again, yes. You good? Oh, of course I'm good.
I'm a little slow today. Holy cow.
Akko's slow. It's fine, it's easy to ignore the gooners.
It's gonna be half an hour before I actually like get up to speed.
Well then, do you
I'm
want to
like
start with a smaller topic before we get to the bigger ones?
We're gonna start off slow, just regardless.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm wondering if you want to get like start with a small topic, and then we work our way up to like the big one that happened this week.
I feel like we could just like start off by chatting for a little bit.
Okay, we can do that too.
Hello, chat. I almost didn't live. Chat, would you believe me if I
How was
like,
your guys' day so far? My day was good.
Would you believe it if I decided very stupidly to take a 30-minute nap? 30-minute naps don't exist, chat.
No.
I laid down for 30 minutes. To my credit, I did actually wake up after 30 minutes. But I was just like laying there, and I was like, you know what? I'll close my eyes for a minute, and then I'll get up.
That was
30
your
minutes
first
later.
mistake.
30 minutes later, it's
Yeah.
8:50,
Yep.
and I'm supposed to start streaming.
Twitch
So-
for Akka's channel crashed, but not for Temps on my end. Very strange. Twitch just doesn't want you watching Akko. DJ Clancy has just blacklisted Akko.
Is it really like not working on Twitch side?
No, this is Tapeworm. Like Tapeworm specifically, it crashed for Tapeworm for you, but not for me.
Interesting.
After nap should never last longer than 10 to 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you enter REM sleep, and then you're you almost said dongski. Dunsky. Yeah. Chat, this is why I don't take naps. You can ask Akko. I do not
Listen.
take naps.
I've had to rely on them more and more. Which sucks. Because whenever I nap, I feel like I'm wasting time. But I get so little sleep sometimes
Mm-hmm.
when I get home from work. Oh, I have to rely on it. And holy shit, man. But hey, 1 hour of a nap is nice.
Just wait until I get older? What do you mean by older?
Ugh. How old, chat?
Yeah, how old is old? Oh no, Twitch is gonna Minecraft Akko next? Yep. Plus
Saying that I
30?
like naps.
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm not far from that. I won't tell you how far, but I'm not far.
Yeah.
All that infinite energy is your 20s? Gone. Oh, that was gone a while ago. God, I swear to God, the last 4 years just put me from my 20s into, like, I feel like I'm in my mid-30s in a way.
Well, yeah, but you'd have more energy if you worked out.
Yeah, which I did today, actually.
Oh, good. Good.
I had coffee, I have boba, I have Reese's Pieces. I worked out. I have candy.
I have water.
I have water, too.
You know, I could have some of this spicy ramen that I didn't finish.
Soon, Temp will become hag. Being a hag would require me to be a woman.
I pretend to be a woman.
I guess.
Okay. So, tonight, if people were not here for the last episode, Nightwave Live, it's kind of like the funny name that I decided to give it, and Temp agreed. We talk about video game news and pop culture occasionally, but it's mostly video game news. You asked me to like try and look for some more stuff.
Yeah,
tonight.
I think I found everything again.
I tried.
I know, but I think I have a bigger tendency to find, like, gaming news and gaming drama than you do, but you also have a better knack for, like, VTuber and political drama than I do.
Yeah. And again, I did try. Today's... yeah, today sucked, man. And it's not even just like I had a bad day. I think I just woke up way too overloaded.
You know what? I can believe that. Here, let me change my thing on Twitch for now, just to just chatting. I'm gonna swap it to Luigi's Mansion 2 in a bit, but for right now, it's just gonna just chatting.
Oh yeah, I woke up this morning just like... You ever just wake up to a day and you're like, there's no reason for it, but I'm just upset with everybody and everything.
Yeah.
And it sucks because you really can't explain it, nor do you really understand why you hate everything. But I just woke up this morning hating everything.
No, yeah, I feel that. I almost slept in today, and I got up to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, my father, because I live with my father because I live in California, and it's expensive here. And he's like, "Hey, you want to go to church?" And I'm like, because like I do, but I'm also like, but it's in the morning and I want sleep. But I went.
Yeah.
I went.
But you went.
And it was good.
You went to church.
It was good.
I kind of do self.
Don't live in California. Easy solution. Not really anymore. Honestly, inflation has just kind of made that an everywhere problem.
So are we taking Mersh's name? No, Mersh is just called Nightwave. This is Nightwave Radio. So technically we are just doing our own thing.
Yep, because ours is called Nightwave Life. Is Occo going through menopause?
I hope not.
I hope not. Always with the boba with this one. Look, I love my boba. I'm sorry. Boba's good.
I hope not. Gosh, I hope the fuck not. That would suck ass if I was going through a female thing.
It's
no,
like
not a female.
Yeah, that would suck.
There we go. No, I'm just tired, chat.
Yeah.
Like, I have all of the. Again, like I said, I've been very busy. I've been very busy, and that has manifested in form. I'm not trying to burn myself out, but I have manifested for myself, like, just feeling super duper, like, tired. And so I am trying to reduce as much as I can so that that does not happen. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So I am just in a period where I am trying to reduce stress on me. Sorry, I don't mean to talk like I'm fucking dead. Again, I'm still just like, I woke up like 20 minutes ago. Is anybody else here Data and Picard? Yes. Yes, that is Data and Picard. We're listening to a Pogo video.
Oh, right. I probably should turn on some music. There you go, chat. There's some music.
Here, chat. We're gonna turn up the Vigi game. I'm gonna turn off ambient noises. I turn down ambient noises.
Oh, but no, we've had a lot of news this week. There's only one story I listed in our docket that I'm not 100% certain on, but it excites me with other news.
Okay. You want to talk about that first?
Sure. So I need to pull up Discord so I have that. It sounded like today. Whether or not you like Fextra Life, because this is where I heard it from. Fextra Life reported that the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is back on track. It is in development again. And
okay.
I think everyone was like equally hyped and disturbed by this. Because like Fextra Life. So it's like it's Extra Life but with an F at the beginning. Fextra Life commonly is kind of in the controversial lane, but because they had a Twitch like thing on their website, so if anyone was on their website,
okay,
it would basically link back to their Twitch, and they'd be like skyrocketing views, and that's a controversial thing for them.
Yeah, chat. Temp likes Extra Life, and it's another thing that he likes. Like, is everybody's just kind of like controversial in.
I mean, I do like some of the videos they post. I do. Anyway, so they reported that it's back on track. No, the Star Wars game that should have died. Hear me out. Hear me out. Originally, it was being developed by Aspyr Media, which is the studio behind all the like remasters, essentially, for Star Wars. What they are reporting is that the Knights of the Old Republic remake has moved developers. It is no longer being developed by Aspyr Media. It is now being developed by Saber Interactive. And if all of you know what the CEO of Saber Interactive said recently...
Oh, he's the
guy who commented on Asmongold about Space Marine 2 not being woke or full of DEI? Yeah, that same CEO.
I was curious about that. Because that was something that I heard about, but we didn't talk about. Can we talk about that fairly quickly? Because that guy, like...
Because it kind of falls in the same topic. Anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, he's eating a lot of shit right now.
Oh, he is. But you know what? He's standing his ground. And I love... Well, okay. We don't know if he's standing his ground. He hasn't made a statement retracting that. And he's been kind of snarky about it, so...
We still don't actually know if it's him.
He's basically confirmed it's him.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell do people not suffer from franchise fatigue with Star Wars at this point? I'll admit, and it's kind of like the situation right now, there's constantly the hope of like, but what if we have that shining glimmer of hope in this giant pool of hell?
Chat Temp is smoking that copium again.
Yeah, I am. So last week, I think it was it happened right before the last Sunday. The CEO of Saber Interactive, at least we're like 99% certain it's him, but there's not a true confirmation. But even he has made jokes and hinted that actually is him. Basically made a statement of, we made Space Marine 2 with the concept of, we just want to play fun video games. What happened to playing fun video games and not being preached at? Which, he's right. We're not playing video games to get preached at about political things or LGBTQ+, or whatever the hell any of this is. We play video games to escape, to turn our brains off and enjoy. And he's getting so much flack for this that people are demanding he be removed from Saber Interactive. It is really bad. Now, he has stood his ground as far as we are aware. Which is why I'm very amazed by this potential revelation. Again, I don't know if this is true. I want to clarify. If this news about Star Wars is true, at least Knights of the Republic, so KOTOR 1 remake, this is huge. By people, you mean journalists. I do. Well, journos and Twitter people.
There's been a vocal minority.
Yeah. So.
Good evening, hello.
That's what's been going on. But that statement brought a lot more people to Space Marine 2. I recall a bunch of Saber used to work on Halo back in the day. Yeah, quite a bit of Saber Interactive is like old Bungie.
Okay, so they're actually the good.
Yeah.
Some of the good guys.
Yep. Like old Bungie.
Thank you for...
I think it's safe to say the CEO that wrote that comment on that. Yeah, that's what a lot of people... And he's made comments on, like, his LinkedIn, which suggests, like... He made a joke of being like, well, that guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Like, winky face, like, kind of, like, snarky...
He's implying that
Yeah, he didn't confirm it, but he's implying it is him.
Yeah...
So...
I'm definitely getting Space Marine 2. Yeah, I think a lot of people...
After that comment, a lot of people are buying it. Like, a lot of people were buying it before, but I think that comment kind of pushed it into the, kind of like, ironically, Hogwarts Legacy, almost? Like the Hogwarts Legacy effect?
I don't think any of the devs did that.
Well, no, but I mean, like, because there were people trying to cancel Hogwarts Legacy because J.K. Rowling, people bought Hogwarts Legacy to be like, well, shut the fuck up. What if I just want to game?
Okay.
And I think that's what's happening here as well. Is like Space Marine 2 was already doing really well But since he said that, and Twitter and gaming journals are basically losing their shit over it, it's like, oh, you're getting mad at this? All right, I don't mind dropping $60. So.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing, chat, where a lot of people, myself occasionally included, will like say, if that's going against the current thing, I'm willing to support it. A lot of people are like doing that recently. It's becoming a trend.
Yep, absolutely. Men's says the most basic opinion in video games is starts a witch hunt because of it equals clown world. Yep, it's a very basic thing, and I think this is actually a really interesting thing to start with, because there is something on our docket later that is like the reverse of this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, with that in mind about Space Marine 2 and the CEO, the fact that we're hearing that the KOTOR remake is being developed by Saber Interactive, which is, again, the company run by this guy who pissed off gaming journals left and right, and Twitter.
It does, I think, instill a little bit of faith probably in people.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure what people are saying about it, but...
I think a lot more people have more faith on it because of the reception of Space Marine 2 and what the CEO said. Mm-hmm. I think there are more people, and that's why I kind of have that glimmer of hope, because if the CEO flat out said, we're not making games to preach, we're making games to have fun. And KOTOR is like a cult classic among video games.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, we don't have confirmation. Basically, what they said was this. So, this is like a promising future for Saber Interactive. Saber Interactive announced via a press release that private equity firms, Alf's Capital Partners and Crestview Partners have made a significant capital investment in the company. The amount of the investment was not disclosed, but the announcement mentioned that it will allow Saber Interactive to clear its debt with Embracer Group after the acquisition. The statement also noted that Saber Interactive has 13 studios worldwide, including one in Madrid. The creators of games like World War Z, SnowRunner, Expeditions, a Mudrunner game, Insurgency Sandstorm, and the recent success Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 are preparing a multitude of new projects. These include Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, Jurassic Park Survival, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead, Roadcraft, and Tempest Rising. The KOTOR remake initially started development at Aspyr Media, who had previously ported several classic Star Wars games to current consoles. However, internal issues during development led to the project being suspended indefinitely. Saber Interactive joined the project in 2022, and as of now, the current state of the game's development is unknown. All they have to do is ignore the leftist woke people and nothing will happen. Yeah. And that's what they're doing.
I agree. There have a lot of IPs that have felt like they've been beaten down recently.
Yep. Warhammer's one of them.
Excuse me. We will see. We will see. Yep. Really quickly, somebody says, have I heard of the Mark Robinson situation in North Carolina? I have not. I have no idea what you're talking about. Kind of inclined to look right now.
It's funny to me finding out that John Carpenter likes to play video games. I forget who that is. That name sounds familiar, but I forget who that is. I have more faith now, especially seeing one of the former lead writers that was supposed. Oh, is one of the former lead writers of KOTOR on this project?
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be amazing. Like, here's my issue. Here's my concern with this. Did Saber do the original Battlefront port to PC? Did they? Hold on. You talking about Battlefront EA or like the original Battlefront game?
I'm not really seeing anything trending for this on Twitter chat.
For what?
I will need you for this Mark Robinson guy.
Okay. EA was the ones behind the Battlefront 1 and 2 remakes. Or new games, I guess.
That nobody likes.
No, Tep, I mean, before the remake died and was revived by Saber, one of the lead writers... Oh, yeah! Yep. One of the lead writers for the original version of the remake was very, very bad. Like, I forget the name of the chick that was in charge of the Acolyte, but she was up there.
Yeah.
Like, really bad. And because it was just taking so long for the project to get off its feet, like, she left the project. Thank God.
Yeah, it is kind of nice that when people kind of just naturally get chased off like that. It's a double-edged sword.
It is a double-edged sword. In my opinion, if Saber gives us good KOTOR remake, they have a path to success. Yeah. No, if Saber launches Space Marine 2, which kind of reinvigorated people to the Warhammer franchise, and then KOTOR remake, like, oh, Saber's gonna be put on a pedestal. Like,
sounds pretty,
like
yeah.
like a big pedestal like Larian is, or like FromSoft is.
Really quickly, I want to get to these supers because they're related to the topic here. Nerdy for 5, thank you. If Saber Interactive is a public company, then he could be removed, but if it's a private company, then it might be harder to remove him. Are they a public company?
I don't know. Let me check.
Okay, fair enough. And then Dart Resurrect says, for 10, in my opinion, if Saber gives us a good KOTOR remake, then they'll have the path to success and be a devoutly loyal fan base. Yeah. Right now, there is a need for a game company that kind of does that, so they have that opportunity.
Chat.
If that makes sense.
Saber Interactive is a private company.
I didn't know you had CEOs if you were a private company. I thought you only did it when you were public. Interesting.
So, I have one concern if this is real. One. And I'm sure you all know what this concern is. Chat, before I say my concern, can anyone tell me what my concern is? Because I'm positive someone knows my concern.
What is your concern?
Nope.
Oh, you're asking chat.
I'm asking chat. I want to know if chat can guess what my concern is. I've not seen the concern. Okay. Disney. The MCU was actually really good until Disney shoved their fingers where they don't belong. It might not matter if Saber's in, like, the development team behind KOTOR remake, if Disney shoves their hands where they don't belong. If Disney leaves it alone and lets them do it, cool. I think we're in good hands. But if Disney touches it at all, it's stained. It's tainted.
I guess the question then that you have to ask yourself is if they will let that happen.
Yep. Exactly. Hasn't Disney hemorrhaged money in the last decades with all the Star Wars flops and less people want to do a Disneyland? Yes, they have. Temp makes a good point. I know I make a good point. That's why I said it.
That's why he's here. No, but, like, I think there's an opportunity where they just may be like, you know what, just do whatever you want.
Yep.
They could do that.
I just think we're in a position right now where we need to be watching Saber Interactive very closely. Because they are on good terms with the gaming community right now. I think we need to be watching them and see what they do and where they go from here.
Yeah, I'm definitely in agreement with that. I think time will tell when it comes to stuff like that. Again, Chad, I do apologize if I'm a little slow, but I'm almost there basically.
That's kind of why I'm leading the conversation right now.
I appreciate it.
Really valid concern, actually, given that Headland, the thing responsible for Acolyte, says she wanted to do KOTOR stuff. Yeah. No.
Yeah, but her show's dead.
Her
so
show
I highly
died.
doubt- Her
Like-
show died like within a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if I was
it-
Disney, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it just was not good.
Jeez, look at this spaghetti.
Oh god, sorry, excuse me. Oh, bro, sorry. The mouse stains everything it touches. The problem is this forced positivity where there's no place for criticism in the company, or you face prosecution or persecution. Sorry, I have gas again. God. Really valid concern. Okay, here's hoping BlackRock doesn't show up offering them millions to include DEI in their products. If they stand their ground, we'll see. I think that's why we need to watch them. I think right now they're in a really good spot. We'll see what happens.
Yes.
Isn't it crazy that Concord costed twice the Acolyte budget? Yeah, well. Speaking of Sony. Speaking of Sony. Sony did a boo-boo. Again.
Again. Which one are we talking about?
God of War Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, so what is this? Like I thought they already had done a remake of God of War, which is why I was kind of confused when you showed me this.
No, God of War Ragnarok is the sequel to God of War 2016. It is the one that is destroyed by SBI. For those who don't know, SBI is Sweet Baby Inc.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok came out on PC this week, which, you know, for people who enjoyed it, great. Good, have fun, I don't care. But they are requiring a PlayStation Network account to play a single-player game.
I saw that.
It's not going well. Like, what is the reviews numbers on Steam?
I bet it's probably mixed.
God of War Ragnarok is mixed at 3,000 reviews. Lot of bad reviews because of that. Only 69% of the 3,916 users' reviews to this game are positive. That's still pretty low.
Yeah.
The port is garbage, has region lock too. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So, people are getting really pissed off, because, like, look, we're pissed off already with the Helldivers thing, but that game was co-op. Like, it had multiplayer. You should not have attached that at all. But maybe we could see, like, why you would. But God of War Ragnarok is a single-player game.
Is it a game that's never going to have multiplayer on it?
Yes, it's a game that never got multiplayer. It is single-player only. And everyone's like, then why does it require PlayStation Network?
Yeah, why does it require PlayStation Network?
Because they are hemorrhaging. They've been hemorrhaging. And if they could inflate their numbers with PC users on PlayStation Network, I've been saying this for months, and no one believes me.
No, I believe you. I've always been a Temp believer. I never seen. No, I've always believed you, but I don't know. My brain just kind of lost that.
AAA games have a fetish for short-lived multiplayer games? Yeah, which is why this is weird, that this is single-player only, and it has a PlayStation Network requirement. Straight up, they're doing that PlayStation thing to artificially inflate the numbers for the stockholders? Exactly! I called that. The second they added it to Helldivers, everyone's like, oh no, they were always intending it for Helldivers. I think that they were intending it for Helldivers. Arrowhead got them to back off of that.
Duh. We saw that.
But
they had the backlash.
You know what happened, chat? Like, right after Helldivers was really successful, and then Sony had two successful game launches, they started forcing the devs of Stellar Blade to start censoring, which hemorrhaged their numbers because they were promised no censorship. And then they censored Stellar Blade, which is why I firmly believe that they overstepped their boundaries and forced PSN on Helldivers.
Yeah, so chat, this all started because of Stellar Blade. You can thank Stellar Blade for a lot of the problems that are happening right now. And I'm not saying that like in a bad way. Stellar Blade has actually done like a good thing in trying to change up the game market. So because Stellar Blade says we are not going to censor, or because Stellar Blade is like we've been forced to censor, PSN gets canceled in multiple different areas. And so Sony starts hemorrhaging because of that. They decide to force their things on. They decide to force their things onto people using Helldivers, and that doesn't work. In fact, Helldivers starts to suffer, and many people think that Helldivers cannot be brought back from the brink, which I think it kind of has.
I think it kind of has.
I
think if they removed the bans of the 177 countries, the game would be, it would be back. You know the meme of Spider-Man jumping across the buildings and then just kind of falling?
Yeah.
It's that. And right now, they're still in the kind of the jump part, and they haven't fallen yet. Let's see if they make it across.
Did they do it to Ghost of Tsushima? They did.
They did. Yes.
They did. It is... And the sad thing is I don't even think that this is the devs' fault, the devs' wishes. I think this is just something that they're forced to have on them right now.
Yep. Stellar Blade, not censored, but also brought in this uncensored outfits. Helldivers got affected, but fans revolted. Now we're getting this for single-player games. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And, like, Sony's been doing this for years. There is a reason that no one from Japan specifically wants to work with Sony. It doesn't matter how bad their games are. Companies like NAS or I guess Nipponichi and If Factory, like these companies, and Square Enix now. Square's also jumped ship. They're not wanting exclusives with Sony anymore because going exclusive with Sony is practically requiring censorship.
Not only is it requiring censorship, but it is basically telling your fans that to expect an inferior product.
Yep. You know it's bad when Nintendo is allowing uncensored products to that, like the degree that Sony hates.
Yeah.
When the Switch launched, we got blasted with so much like good shit, like the underboob of Pyra in Xenoblade 2, the ass of Zelda in Breath of the Wild. Like, these are things that Nintendo would have never done, but they did it, and it sparked so much positivity because they were just letting players experience this.
You know, I always joked that Nintendo grew up after the Switch came out.
They kind of did. They kind of backed off of that a little bit, which is sad, but they haven't, like, fully regressed.
No. No, I agree.
So.
The Japan hoping on the Switch console, yes.
Yeah.
I think the Switch is... I think Nintendo is kind of like leading the charge there in Japan.
They have, and if the rumors are to be believed about the Switch 2, which we will be talking about today... they are going to keep leading the charge for consoles.
That's good. I guess we can talk about that a little bit later, but yeah, like, Nintendo's been doing good, and I'm happy for them.
They have been doing good.
Zelda got that thick booty. She do, though.
So to add on to the God of War drama, it also launched with really shitty performance. After
what, God of War?
Yeah, after its initial launch on PS4 and PS5 almost 2 years ago, God of War Ragnarok finally made its way on PC yesterday, September 19th. So today, for clarification, it is September 22nd. While legions of the game's fans applauded as they eagerly drove back into Kratos and Atreus' adventure, excitement was quickly derailed as the port has seemingly been filled with technical issues including stutters, crashes, and low FPS. According to Games Pressure, some players are seeing issues with their mouse and controllers simply not working. while others report the game crashing immediately upon challenging the first boss. While updating drivers seems to be helping some, others complain that they've tried everything to no avail. Santa Monica Studios has yet to release a statement on the matter. Players are already unsatisfied with the massive size of God of War Ragnarok on PC, as the game requires a whopping 175 gigabytes of storage space. A PSN requirement already did a number on the port's reputation.
I'm sorry. 175. What?
Yeah.
Are there games that are that gigantic today?
Call of Duty. And
Call of Duty doesn't count.
Final Fantasy 15 on PC is 150 gig. I would love to clarify, though, that is with both of its DLCs. And Final Fantasy 15 is still a 100+ hour RPG. So I can kind of forgive the size because of how much content there is.
Mm-hmm.
God of War Ragnarok is probably maybe about 20 to 30 hours of content. The new COD is 200 gigs, I've heard. Not even surprised. So yeah, marred by performance issues, bugs, glitches, a PSN requirement, and the 175 gigs of storage, you can imagine that this game is not doing good.
No. Jeez, I didn't know it was. Wow, that thing is massive.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Nintendo is looking like wizards keeping their games under gigabytes. If the rumors are to be believed, the Switch 2 will have 256 gigs of internal storage, which will likely signify that the Switch 2 is going to have more larger games, which is fine. I think Nintendo is still in the right to because Smash is 15 gigs. Smash of all games is 15 to 20 gig. That's nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And they'll have an SD card slot. Exactly. So it'll be fine. So that was God of War. There wasn't much to go on with God of War. Do we want to talk about... I will leave it up to you. The place of addition to the PS5 Pro news or Pocket Pair and Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that. I'm fine with that.
But which one?
What do you mean, which one?
I asked you PS5 news or Pocket Pair.
Oh, PS5.
PS5? Okay. So chat. On the 19th. Sony announced that PlayStation is going to have a 30th anniversary. Okay. You know what? Cool. The PS1, PS2, PS3, and even PS4 all had good bits to them. PS3 was kind of marred for a while there because Sony was trying to be, asses about it. But it's fine. But that same time, they announced that there were going to be PlayStation 1 color variants of the PS5, PS5 Pro, the DualSense Elite, and DualSense controllers, and the PlayStation Portal. These are special edition variants of all of these things. Which, in hindsight, is fine. I don't think anyone has a problem with them doing that. The problem is that this was announced before the PS5 Pro was even released, which didn't remind anyone that it is a $700 base price. So, you can probably imagine how much Sony is going to charge for a PS5 Pro limited edition PS1 style version. On top of also charging for the standstill and the optical drive.
Did they say how much it was going to cost?
No, they didn't. But if I had to guess, it's going to be an extra $100.
No Concord Edition, no chat. That game is $1 in some places.
So, if it's gonna be, if I'm gonna guess, and I could be very wrong with this, if the PS1 version, PS5 Pro Edition, Limited Edition, whatever, is $100. Now this is just me speculating because they did not confirm a price. That would mean to get everything, it would be $910 plus tax.
Stop! Just don't be poor, chat. Just don't.
Don't you have money?
Oh my fuck.
Can you blame him for sticking with 10-year-old games and not bother with this modern industry shittery? No, I don't blame you at all. I don't blame anyone. I don't blame anyone.
I missed the time when you had to release a complete game because there was no internet. I know, right?
I wouldn't buy a console the way to play physical. Yeah, no. With the physical media dying, buy physical. Show them we still want it. I make decent money and say no to that. Yeah.
I'm just surprised that that they feel like this is okay to do. Like charging, like the thing that's continuously bothering me is these executives are thinking, oh, we can charge this much for a game, they'll pay for it, and it's just like there's only a certain amount of slapping people in the face with your dick before people decide that they're not going to pay attention to it anymore.
Yep.
And I think Sony has hit that point with their people. I definitely think they have.
Yeah, they have. And the more they keep doing this overcharging on top of the PSN requirements on PC, I'm telling you right now, with Xbox basically backing out and the PS5 Pro being at the bare minimum $700, Nintendo is looking very good right now. Hell, PC is looking very good. Hell, it's always looked good. But even to the console people, PC is looking really good right now.
Yeah. Yeah. PS5 Pro base is $1K in Canada, pre-taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is absolutely insane, chat. Like, again, I would rather just fucking buy a computer. There's so many games you can get for free on the computer. It's just like...
Chap, for that money, go buy a Steam Deck OLED. Go buy an Asus ROG Ally X. Or, if the rumors of Switch 2 are to be believed, just wait for the Switch 2.
Excuse me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wouldn't pay for this shit. I wouldn't pay for this garbage. It just... Like I said, Chad, it sounds like they're taking out their dick and trying to slap you in the face with it.
Really? That's exactly what it feels like. Do not buy a PlayStation. Buy a Steam Deck OLED. Buy an Asus ROG Ally. You can make your own... You can build your own PC for $800. Will it be the best PC? No. But for that price, you could build a pretty decent budget PC.
Yeah, it's pretty insane how much you can do for $800.
Or save it and pay rent. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. No. Sony's shitting the bed. Period. Don't give him money.
Sony is shitting.
Sony.
Yes.
Don't give him money.
PlayStation stands will say the PC costs more than the PS5. Well, I mean, yeah, it does. But I would much rather invest into a computer.
Yep.
Than that. So I don't understand. I don't understand why people still try and lick the boot of something like that. It just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense to me. And these people just sound like abused exes.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather my starter PC was $1,300. I'd rather save my money from a console to build a PC cheaper to upgrade than buying a new console. Yeah, like sure, Is a PC going to be more expensive upfront? Yes.
Yeah.
But
the value you get from it, though, in the long term is way
you can work from it.
Cost.
You can game from it. You can play more things on that than your consoles ever could. Do you want to fight with exclusivity? No? Buy a PC. These companies are moving further and further away from exclusivity. Eventually, it's only going to be Nintendo that is going to do exclusives.
And even Nintendo is like moving away from. The thing is, Nintendo is going to do it because they have solid things to hold on to. That they know everybody will come back for. None of these other companies have anything, because like when it comes to the Xbox and PlayStation, really, when you think about console exclusives, I can't really think of anything that like pops in my head as like, oh, these are ones that have to be exclusive.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Really quickly here, Nerdy sent 2. I want to get to the first one first. Nerdy for 5, thank you. If I have to make an account to play a game that I don't need to play, I don't make accounts for consoles. I own physical games for life. Yes, very much agreed. Very much agreed. I think the practice of trying to force people to make accounts for things is like I have seen people boycott games because you just need to make a Epic Games account. Even though I think it's kind of dumb because I don't care about Epic. You know, people are deciding that they're just not going to interact with that anymore. So people aren't going to make accounts for this shit anymore. It doesn't matter to them. And Nerdy again for 10. I think they believe they will make enough money to compensate the loss of customers. They realize that they're not making a lot of money off of games to offset the loss of the console price and have to go up. Yeah.
Yep.
No, yeah. They're realizing that nobody's participating, and so yeah, they have to raise the price, but that's not going to do. It's not going to have the effect that they want it to have. Instead, what it's going to do is it's going to lead to... I think I talked about this before, but it's like a short-term solution for including long-term loss. So... yeah.
Yeah. Like, I have a PlayStation Network account because I have a PS3 and PS4. But would I expect anyone on PC without those consoles to make one? Absolutely not. Like, I know Occo has a PlayStation Network account because Occo has a PS4.
I forgot that I did. The only reason why I do is because I have a PS4. I never use it. It's never active. You know, so it doesn't really matter if I have one or not.
GOG is also great, but not Steam. But that's the thing, is like that's what it comes down to, is like people don't like Epic because it's not Steam. Like, there are other reasons why.
There's other reasons.
There's other reasons, but that's like the big reason.
Yeah, it's not Steam, but primarily it's other reasons, and I'm sure chat could tell me could put in the chat right now a litany of very awesome
it's mostly because
Sony,
Epic partnered with Tencent, and Tencent as a name is just...
I don't think it's that either. I think that I do think the forcing exclusivity
that was also part of it.
Is also an issue.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see people upset for multiple reasons, but that's one of them.
Tencent is a cursed name. Yeah.
Here's the thing, chat. Tencent is cursed, but I feel like they're trying to become uncursed because they are leaving China.
They left.
They left China, so I feel like yes, they're bad, but I feel like they're trying to become less bad. If that makes sense. So.
Does Tencent own Digital Extremes? No, but I think they have.
They have a stake
invested.
in Digital Extremes.
Yeah.
They have a stake in them. So.
Yep.
And which you know doesn't really feel like it works because like Digital Extremes is as free as they are. So you know, it is nice to see them exercising that much freedom, but no, they are not owned by Tencent.
Their site isn't even finished. Did they leave? Where they go? So Tencent left China. They went to Singapore or Japan, It might be Japan. They're still in an Asian territory. They're just not in China.
What?
Tencent.
Oh, yeah, yeah, they are not in China. I'm pretty sure they don't actually, like, exist in China anymore.
Yeah.
But no, I think that they are trying to unfuck their reputation.
Exclusivity is a weird thing these days, since consoles have been sharing the same library of games and library of games for generations now. Yeah, exclusivity is definitely a weird thing. It is getting better. People like having the option of where to buy it. Like, if you don't like Steam, or you want to be able to support Epic because they give the developers who publish it, like, more money, but, you know, cool. That's a thing. Same with GOG. GOG doesn't have a DRM. Like, do you want to give people more money? Epic. Do you want to have no DRM? GOG. Do you just want the convenience of Steam? Then do Steam. Having the options are nice. It's just everyone wants to fight over exclusivity.
Yeah. Everybody's got to fight over exclusivity. Brandon, thank you for the 5. If consoles die, do you think physical will die along with it?
Yes.
Physical is dying.
Physical is dying.
Physical gonna die? It has died. Like, legitimately, if you buy, the only company that, like, doesn't, like,
Nintendo.
actively is Nintendo, and they put cartridges in games now. Which is, like, you know, they've been doing that. But I wholeheartedly believe that, like, it's gonna move to a culture of no physical media.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have these weird-ass companies, that give these limited time releases of physical products for things. But beyond that... beyond that,
nice.
I just don't. What?
Just putting your boombox in the piping.
I didn't know you had my stream up.
Yeah, I'm reading your chat.
But no, yeah, I do believe it will. I do 100% believe that it will die, and it sucks.
So, I guess it's time.
Time for what?
It's time for the lawsuit. If we're on the topic of consoles, we might as well get to Nintendo next.
Okay, we can do that, yeah.
So, let's not forget Nintendo took down most major ROM sites so they can sell their 30-plus games that are... Okay, I would love to point out, Japanese culture is very different. They do not fuck around with copyright. And that's pretty much what all this is copyright. So
I think it's more than that. I think there's some personal hatred that's mixed in there from Nintendo.
There is personal hatred, but they can work with it because of that, like the no copyright thing, or Japan's copyright laws.
Let's back up here and just kind of illustrate what we're talking about.
Yes. So, this week, on the 18th, Nintendo made a post saying, we posted the news release filing lawsuit for infringement of patent rights against Pocket Pair. For those of you who do not know, Pocket Pair is the developers behind Palworld. I would like to point out, they said patent rights, not copyright, like what everyone thought they were going to get Palworld for. And that kind of goes back into the copyright thing we were just talking about. They're not going after Palworld for copyright, like everyone thought they were going to. There's some fishy things here. Very fishy. And we should clarify that none of us are lawyers.
No, none of us are lawyers, so we're not offering legal advice or legal opinion. We're just telling you what we believe is going to, what we believe is going to happen based off of our opinion.
Legal
and yes,
Minds.
I do remember Legal Mindset has given a legal opinion on it, and some people are still not quite sure they understand.
Yeah. This is muddy. Like, as far as we are aware, what Nintendo is going after Pocket Pair for is a patent they filed in 2021 in Japan and 2024 in America. I will be right back. Sorry, chat. My dog has the shits. And if I don't take him out, he's gonna shit in my office.
That's some TMI, but alright.
I'll be right back, chat. You behave.
Alright. Well, chat, I was gonna wait for Temp to get back, because honestly, Temp is does kind of help drive the boat during this, so we're gonna wait for him to get back. But yes, Nintendo is kind of like, it is kind of weird that, you know, we have this bittersweet relationship, with Nintendo, and I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen. I am of the mind that I don't know. Personally, I feel like I'll wait to speculate on it until he gets back, but I don't know how it's gonna go. Reminds me of Shadow Mordor made a patent for their Nemesis system so that no one could use it. Yes, I remember that. That was like absolutely horrible when that happened. Nobody liked it when they did that. That's an awful recipe, by the way. That's a great recipe. Peppermint Pupper needs to poo. Yes. Oh fuck! You guys can literally make fun of him and say that he is the one going for the poo, I guess you could say. You guys are funny. Nobody can improve upon a cool system because Nemesis is patented. Yes. And I hate it when companies do that, when they patent systems, and they really shouldn't have the ability to do that. Makes no sense. All it does is hurt people. And so I don't know. I think that I look at the patent issues that we are going through, and I'm just not quite sure how you can fix that. I don't know. I don't know, chat. Maybe you all can give me a better opinion on it. But like, I just look at it and it's kind of frustrating, kind of saddening. You know. I'm off to work. Alright, you have a good one. Woo gaming. Whole patent system is pretty effed. It was supposed to be for new invention of for obvious works, but the problem is one, the patent examiners don't get to know what's obvious, and two, they get paid by people filing the patents. Yes. Yes. That's funny. But no, I think the patent system is unfortunately abused in ways that nobody really was expecting or hoping or not thinking of, and it really just sucks. It really does just suck. Excuse me. Man, I don't know what it is. When I get up from a nap, I just like fall apart. And I have to like fix that. Another example is Netflix patented a lot of their UI for streaming services.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I'll come back. We're talking about how bad patents are.
I heard. I was actually, I turned on the stream on my phone while I was away.
Oh my gosh, chat. He was paying attention to you calling him the dog that had to go poo.
Yeah, I saw
Chat
that.
Chat said that you were the one that was going out to the bathroom, not the dog, not your apparent dogs.
Dog. One dog
That's
now.
right, dog. One dog. Forgot about that.
So. Yeah. This is messy. I wish we could talk more about it. I really do. But as far as we are aware, the patent that they're going after Pocket Pair for is for the concept of throwing ball with monster in it.
that really it?
Yes. I think everyone's come to the conclusion that that is the patent that Nintendo is going after them for. The action of throwing a ball to catch a Pokemon, or a pal in this case.
Here's my problem. Palworld is not the only company that would have infringed on this patent then.
A lot of people think the reason why Nintendo specifically is going after them is because Palworld is exactly... I love your VT models. Well, thank you. What Palworld did is it took the formula of Legends Arceus, made it better. What did that patent be? No, because they only filed that patent back in 2021, and only filed it in America this year, after Palworld came out. And a lot of people think the only reason they did that is because of Palworld.
Make a patent for throwing a ball to send out a Pokemon? Oh my gosh.
They won't. Because this is not uncommon for Nintendo to do. Nintendo has been known to be very questionable.
Questionable? Yeah, questionable is very word. Questionable is indeed the right word, but I would say.
The reason why people think this is what's actually going on is Nintendo is probably going to claim that, but in actuality, it's because it did what Legends Arceus did, but better. And a lot of the internet started calling Palworld Pokemon with guns.
I mean, but it is just objectively a better experience.
I wouldn't even say better, but it's what a lot of people were wanting out of Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus was just... like, it was good, but it wasn't...
It was too good.
Yeah. And realistically, for all we know, what Palworld did is what Nintendo's planning to do with Legends ZA or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So on top of being vengeful, Nintendo's also being petty. The sad part is we don't know. They're not discussing what patent they're going after Pocket Pair for. We can only speculate and guess. But I think a lot of people have come to the conclusion that this is the patent. Legends Arceus was safe, like everything else these days. Exactly. Was Legends Arceus well received? Yes. But it was also the same Pokemon formula that we've had since the very beginning.
Excuse me.
A Japanese lawyer did point to a couple other patents. Really? Nintendo also has to worry because Palworld gives people Pokemon outside of the Switch? Yes. And there's something to consider as well. Microsoft has an invested interest in Palworld, and so does Sony. Sony partnered with Pocket Pair to make a Palworld anime, and they are selling merch for Palworld through Aniplex.
I forgot about that.
So Sony has a pretty big invested interest in Palworld. And if Nintendo wants to play fuck,
I haven't heard you say that in a while.
This could turn into something that's less Nintendo versus Pocket Pair and Nintendo versus Sony.
Well, do you think that Sony's gonna fight for it?
I don't know. Here's the interesting thing about that. You know who Nintendo is partnered with for the Legend of Zelda movie? Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If Sony jumps into this, Nintendo might have to back out.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Again, this is all speculatory. All we know is that Nintendo and Palworld are beating each other up. Why, we don't know. All that we know is that it's a patent thing.
You know, okay. This could be some weird 5D chess on Nintendo's part. What if their goal was to go after Sony? For what reason, I have no idea.
That's the thing, is like, why, we don't know. Also, why would they go after Sony after saying that they partnered with Sony for the Zelda movie?
I don't know. I mean, it was a silly conspiracy theory. Admittedly, pretty silly. But imagine if they just decided, you know, we're gonna fuck with Sony.
Yeah. Is it speculatory? If a suit is filed, it should be public to at least... That's the thing. They have said that a lawsuit was filed against Pocket Pair for patent infringement. We don't know the patent. We can only guess what the patent is. But again, we need to remember, none of this court case is happening in or on American soil. This is all within the Japanese court system.
Yeah.
Things are going to play out very differently there.
Interesting. Is vengeance for the PS1 Nintendo?
Yeah, Japanese, not American. Yeah. That's the thing. If this was in America, things would go very differently. But because this is very specifically in Japan... at the time of filing, Pocket Pair doesn't... Yeah, Pocket Pair doesn't even know what Nintendo's going after them for. So...
Didn't they comment that? Just
they did.
We're not quite sure what we're being sued for.
I actually have that tweet up. I'm going to read it. Regarding the lawsuit, yesterday a lawsuit was filed against our company for patent infringement. We have received notice of this lawsuit and will begin the appropriate legal proceedings and investigations into the claims of patent infringements. At this moment, we are unaware of the specific patents we are accused of infringing upon, and we have not been notified of such details. Pocket Pair is a small indie game company based in Tokyo. Our goal as a company has always been to create fun games, and we will continue to pursue this goal because we know that our games bring joy to millions of gamers around the world. Pocket Pair was a surprise success this year, both for gamers and for us. We were blown away by the amazing response to the game and have been working hard to make it even better for our fans. We will continue improving Palworld and strive to create a game that our fans can be proud of. It is truly unfortunate that we will be forced to allocate significant time to matters unrelated to game development due to this lawsuit. However, we will do our utmost for our fans and to ensure that indie game developers are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing their creative ideas. We apologize to our fans and supporters for any worry or discomfort that this news has caused. As always, thank you for your continued support of Palworld and Pocket Pair.
So they're going to play the angle of we're the tiny indie dev studio that Nintendo is bullying right now.
I mean, they kind of are, though.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that is the angle.
That is the angle they're playing. Yes.
It's a very apparent angle. I'm gonna be rich, Akko. Oh, that's right. So, Bull Manager-san is buying a bunch of copies of Palworld, so that if it ever does die, he has copies that he can sell to people or whatever. I don't know.
I don't think Palworld's gonna die.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Chat, make sure to get your Palworld stonks right now, in case...
Buy Palworld. Palworld's not gonna go anywhere. Realistically, they're gonna have to pay a pretty hefty sum to Nintendo, and that's gonna be about it. But if you keep buying Palworld, that can also help developers, or the developers, and help their funding of the court case and of development. So buy Palworld. Support the game.
Yes, buy and support Palworld. They definitely need it right now. David versus Goliath is just a fantasy. The settlement is an option. But yeah, I do think
they might settle too.
I do think that Nintendo might just be like, hey, pay us money for this.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that's what's gonna happen. No, I mean, you don't have to buy Palworld. I'm not saying buy it. Well, I am saying buy it, but I'm not saying like if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I don't know, this Nintendo we're talking about, they don't miss. That's the interesting thing. I don't like Pokemon and Pokemon accessories. Comical, have you seen Palworld? I'm not saying buy Pokemon. I'm saying buy Palworld.
Yeah, Palworld is not Pokemon.
Because, okay. Hold on. I gotta make some changes.
What?
I'm swapped over to my gaming screen so I could, show off Palworld a little bit, because it's
Are you playing Palworld right now?
No, not right now. But I have it open in the Steam store, and our models were way bigger than they needed to be. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Just power up.
You tabbed into the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ayako, hello. Welcome.
It looks kind of janky. Well, to be fair, Palworld is in early access. I think that should be very clarified right now.
It is?
Palworld is in early access.
I thought it was released.
No. Palworld is still very early access.
It's pretty good for an early access title.
Yep.
I don't know. I think they're pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
Not gonna say that they should stop developing it, because they should. But it's pretty good.
Hasn't this game been out for over a year? No, Palworld came out in January of this year. This year.
Gosh, that was back when the podcast was still tiny and all
Yeah.
of us streamed together like 3 days a week.
Yep.
Oh, man.
I remember the three of you did a Palworld server.
We did.
Which I would love to do, because I really haven't played Palworld since it came out. Because I wanted to play it with people, and it never clicked. But I love this game. It's really cool.
You got in on the trend way too late.
No, I bought it when it came out.
No, what I'm saying is, the hype for the game came for you after people kind of walked away from it. If that makes sense.
So instead of fighting Pokemon with Pokemon, you just shoot at them with guns to catch them? Basically, yes.
Okay, I know what it means.
So, yeah. And the fact that this is early access, and here's the thing, companies like this love giving players, more things as, the farther into early access it goes. So by the time full release, as a great example, Baldur's Gate 3. When Baldur's Gate 3 released, officially, out of early access, they gave every early access adopter the Digital Deluxe Edition. Well, people who didn't buy into early access had to buy it. People who were in early access just got it.
Mm-hmm.
So, if Palworld does well, and it continues to do well, and I've seen a lot of people buying it ever since Nintendo filed the lawsuit. I've seen a few people in my friends list who hadn't had Palworld yet are buying it now because of the lawsuit. So, I'd buy it. This is just good. This is just good. Some of these boss chains are straight up taken from actual Pokemon, aren't they? I think inspired. I think a few of them are definitely inspired. I won't deny that. Which is why a lot of people...
is the better way of saying it.
Yeah. There are still some people who say that Palworld is made using AI, when the CEO has already confirmed that that is false. He did clarify they do have an AI game, but Palworld itself is not made using AI.
No.
And people are still up on their high horse saying, oh my god, it's AI, you can't support it. It's not.
I had to unfollow so many dumb people when that came out, because they're like, I will never touch this game because it has AI, and I'm just like, stop fucking. And they were artists too.
Yeah.
So.
Artists are the ones that typically after Palworld. Who cares about AI? Artists.
Artists. Not all artists. There's some good artists out there. Like my artist.
So. Like, I saw someone I followed the other day being like, good, I'm glad Nintendo's going after them because they use AI. And it's like,
is it anybody I know?
no. No one you know.
Good. Gonna cancel them on Twitter.com.
If Nintendo can't sue copyright, then PAL is not Pokemon, no matter how the same. Yeah. So on that note, because there's really not much more, who's buying the Switch 2?
We're gonna talk about the Switch now.
We're gonna talk about Switch now.
Uh-huh.
Do you have Warhammer 40k Kill Team? I do not have Warhammer 40k Kill Team.
Chat, we're gonna take this moment to say, like the stream if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and if you really feel like it, because I'm a whore, give me a super chat. I have a goal on the screen right now. Yesterday, my manager decided to tell the internet basically that if people gave me enough money, he would be forced to make a YouTube channel, because he doesn't want to get on camera. So if you want to force my manager to get on camera, you can. You know how I like to prank my audience, chat? Well, now he is trying to force you to do the same. Yeah. You have till the end of the year. Yeah. But yeah, like the stream.
Like the stream and subscribe. On that note, I looked and I'm at 250 subs as of today. Thank you, chat, so much.
Oh, congratulations.
Means a lot. The goal was I wanted to hit 500 subs by the end of the year, and I still think we can hit it. Just 250 more subs to go. We can do it.
Can you give him the Israel flag so he can show it on camera? I think he already has a flag of his own. Nashi. I think Nashi, here's what you don't understand. My boss already comes from that tribe. I'll take another. Alright, I can send you the one I have, because I was sent one in the mail.
Sent one what?
Israeli.
Oh. Okay.
Can I post Noel's segment on Fruit? You can post it. We're not gonna watch that tonight, but you can post it.
No VTuber drama tonight, Jack. So there was a what happens at 500? I don't know.
My manager makes a YouTube channel.
Yeah, at $500 donated, the Occo's manager makes a YouTube channel. At 500 subs for me, I have no idea what happens. But if people want something to happen, I can figure something out. But yeah, 500 subs the dog, and you get to see his paws. No.
Chat. We'll do that if Temp gets to 1 million subs, he'll do that.
Wait, hold on.
Get Temp to 1 million subs, and he'll do that.
500 subs, Temp explodes. I'm poof. I'm gone. I leave the internet. No.
My final message.
1 million for pause? No, God. At 500 subs, Temp will be happy, and that's good enough. There you go. Face reveal at 750? No. There will no. Technically, my face is out there, and I kind of don't care. But, no.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've signed it. You can't run away now. Well, Understandable 40k Kill Team was delisted. It was a twin-stick shooter co-op as well. Yeah, I didn't get to Warhammer until Space Marine 2. Like, I've known of it for years, but I haven't gotten into it until recently. Link temp stuff? Okay, I can link my stuff.
Link yourself.
Here's my YouTube chat, and I'm going to link my Twitch, so you all have my Twitch as well. For any of you who would rather go to both, there you go. There's Twitch and YouTube.
LOL.
So.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to say.
I mean, at 1 million subs for Feet. Feet's weird.
Feet is weird.
Have a family you need? You need. Well. Yes, well.
Anyway. The Switch 2.
Switch 2, yes.
That was leaked, quote unquote. Now, people say that it was leaked. We don't actually have confirmation that it was leaked because Nintendo would have to come out and basically confirm that yes, this is something that is a thing.
Yes. So, and I'm gonna send you this so you can kind of see what we're looking at. So that way you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, sure, I can pull it up here.
But let me do this so that way you guys can see what we are looking at.
Sorry. I was just sent to... what pictures do I pull up out of this? That's a lot of cat box files.
These are all pictures for the Switch 2.
Which one do I pull up?
Let me see. Bring up. Wow. Hold on. There's a lot of these, and it's gonna be the very bottom one, isn't it? Yes, very bottom one.
Okay.
So, chat. This is the Switch 2, or at least this is what the leak says is the Switch 2.
I'm not quite sure what I expected. It just looks a little bit bigger.
So, yeah. Oh boy, it's Reddit. What a reliable source. I know. The reason why people kind of feel like this is more realistic is there is a picture here. Is it this one? No, I think I reopened that one. Did I open that one? I did not open that one. It's fine. It's this one. So, this one looks to be... This could be someone's Wonder Project for one. Exactly. We'd have no confirmation this is real. But a lot of people feel very certain this is actually real.
Yeah.
Because of the actual structure of it. Because every leak for the Switch 2 has been like, oh my god, it's some really futuristic thing. And this is like, this is just the Switch, but bigger. There's actually a comparison one in here. And it is quite big. Getting a Steam Deck if this is real. Well,
I mean, I'd have both.
Here's something
here's what...
that people don't seem to realize is this is going to be exactly like the DS to 3DS transition. That's all this is going to be. I don't know what anyone expects. I don't know if you're thinking, oh my god, this is going to be like the Wii to the Wii U or the N64 to the GameCube. No, this is a Switch to a Switch. This is the DS to 3DS. Is there going to be new, funny, cool features? Yeah. But on the surface, it's just going to be more of the Switch. I don't know what anyone expects.
I'm not quite sure what I expected, honestly.
Bigger, powerful, with some extra bells and whistles. Exactly! A lot of the rumors have flat out stated that the Switch 2 will be as powerful as the PS4 in handheld. And PS4 Pro undocked. That is massive.
handheld Switch, just as powerful. Could play Bloodborne on the go. Imagine that.
Yeah, actually, you could. An upgrade doesn't need to blow your socks off. It looks fine. I agree. One of the biggest theories going around with the Switch 2 is that the Joy-Cons won't slot in anymore. Like, they won't, like, you know, like the... When all their...
Slides.
It slides, like it clicks.
Yeah.
Too bad portables are already more powerful. Nintendo doesn't need to be, like, the most powerful thing on the market, though. Because it's Nintendo. And, plus, the PS4 is still pretty powerful today. But a lot of people have basically said that the leaks for the Switch 2, that it's not going to slide in anymore, but it's going to click in to the sides. It's going to have magnetic rails instead of, you know, the sliding rails. So instead of sliding your Joy-Cons on, you put them on the sides. That is a massive. That is an absolutely massive upgrade. And I think that the Switch has a very real... The graphical plateau is very real. There's nothing different. Nothing different graphically from the PS4 to PS5. Exactly. Like, is there a difference? Yes. Is it big enough to give it two shits? No.
No, indeed.
One of the first rumors that we heard about the Switch 2 is that this could run Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Do you think they're going to bring it to that?
I do. I absolutely do. Especially if that is one of the first games they playtested on it.
Okay.
But 7 Remake, no matter what you think of it, is a graphically demanding game.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to fix the Joy-Con drift? I highly doubt it.
I doubt it.
I think unfortunately, some people are just going to have to give up on Joy-Con drift.
They can put VR on it? Yes. Will they? No.
No, I don't think Nintendo was interested in VR.
The most they had was the Labo, and the Labo kind of failed.
Which is kind of sad, because the Labo was fun.
My computer can run a lot of games on Ultra, and I proceed to turn every game to high at best or medium. As the difference is so small, it's better for my PC. Exactly. A lot of people have basically said that the size difference between the Switch and the Switch 2 is going to be... Switch OLED. I want to clarify, Switch OLED is... Switch OLED is at 7 inches?
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I think that's the actual... And the Switch 2 is at 8. So it is a bigger system. And I know some people... I still watch people like beat-em-ups. I've been disagreeing with him on a lot of things lately. I watch people like beat-em-ups, Arlo, basically drama gaming reporters, essentially.
Drama gamers. Really put the gay in gamers there, chat.
One of Arlo's things is saying that I don't know if I like it being bigger. Like, I would much rather it be fatter than bigger.
Oh my gosh, Tim.
I know what I'm saying. I know exactly what I'm saying.
I don't think you do.
No, I do. I know exactly what I'm saying.
I would rather it be fatter than bigger. Oh my gosh.
No, I know exactly what I'm saying.
Chat. I think I've cucked the chat by laughing in the middle of just not letting you finish your speech there. Oh my gosh.
Temp wants girth.
Alpha.
I never said I wanted girth. I'm just repeating what I heard.
No, Temp wants it fat. Oh, fuck. That's amazing. Sorry, continue.
Temp ban. Interesting phrasing. Context. I know what I said. Anyway, so in the context, what people, or at least what Arlo was saying, was that he wants it more like the Steam Deck and less just like a wider Switch. Because he thinks that the phrasing bonks dog. Anyway, what he thinks is that it should be kind of less like a bigger Switch and more of like a Steam Deck.
Uh-huh.
Because with it bigger, we'll go longer and wider. How about that? How about that, Jack?
You're not helping yourself
know.
here. You're just gonna get quoted out of context now forever. You know that.
Temp says size doesn't matter about cross-eyed. Yeah, I know. Girthier. It's girthier. Yeah. Because it would be harder to hold a longer system than a... God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Temp likes them thick. Just keep digging that hole. Yeah, Temp, you're just gonna keep digging that hole. Move on.
Anyway. What do you think about that? Do you think it would
is?
be easier to hold it's the stream and on and it's girthier?
This man's having a stroke out session right now.
Ugh.
Anyway,
Anyway,
gone. All right.
so would you prefer the Switch 2 to be more like, I'll use this as an example, like a 3DS to 3DS XL or like a Steam Deck?
Oh, that's a rough one. I'm not quite sure.
I can see the argument for both.
You can see the argument for both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make the argument for both.
With it girthier, you could put more in it to direct the heat. Again, not helping, but we both know the Switch gets hot, depending on the game.
Oh, she definitely gets hot.
Not helping.
Oh, I know. I'm not helping and I don't care.
Here lies Temp. His last words: bigger, longer, girthier.
Pretty much.
Hello, Fallen, and welcome. You either came in at the worst or the best. Yep.
You came at just the right time.
I'm refraining from making so many jokes. Oh no.
Bigger, longer, girthier, and uncut. Exactly.
Oh no.
The system is uncut.
I think the Switch is already a good size. The Switch is at a good size, but I can see the argument for it being bigger.
Wow, even that doesn't cost industrial.
No matter what size it's going to be, it's going to have the ability to have more shoved into it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they had to go bigger. No matter like this, if it's thicker or slimmer, but still bigger, it's going to be, you know, it's going to have more stuff put into it, so it's going to get hotter. That could be why they made it bigger, so that way they can direct that heat. You know, I'm trying to explain it. No words make this better. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't. It just makes it funnier. There is no possible way.
At this
that you
point,
can
he's
fix
doing it
it.
for us. I'm not. Akko, just come in black.
He's describing my potential future husband, don't you know?
Temp, try being analytical with your wording. See if that helps. It's too late. The damage has been done.
The damage has been done. Chat. Oh no. More shoved into it. This is what's gonna get the stream demonetized.
I know.
Probably.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't mind. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Take a fork at him, he's cooked. Yeah, I know. I know. It's okay though. Anyway. Let's try to continue here. At the very
Yeah.
least, because Switch 2 here. So brand new. We don't know if it's actually the real deal.
No, we don't.
But we're pretty sure it is. Stop paying attention to chat. Start talking to me about this.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat, but I wanna.
Occo needs to be focused. So, we don't know when it's coming. We kind of have a general idea of when it's coming. The problem is we don't have an announcement. And I think with people basically saying that they're like 99% certain that this thing is real. Like, this leak specifically is real. Because of how kind of sane and normal it is compared. People are basically saying, okay, Nintendo, just announce it.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, like, if this thing is real and you're afraid of them showing it, just announce it. Is it going to hurt their Switch sales the rest of the year if they do? Yes. Because people are like, well, why would I bother buying a Switch if the Switch 2 is coming? But at the same time, Switch 2 will just bring them more money in general.
Mm-hmm.
And if the rumors are to be believed that this thing has backwards compatibility, because a lot of the rumors basically said that the Switch 2 is going to be backwards compatible both with physical and digital, which is already fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So, you could buy your Mario and Luigi Brothers ship, your Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and still play them on the Switch 2.
Speaking of which, I still need to...
Yeah, Zelda comes out on Thursday.
Yeah, somebody gave me, like, $50 and this wasn't for me to cuck them or anything. This is just for me to buy an they were legitimately like, I will send you $50 in Nintendo money if you get this emote for your server. And I was like, okay, I can do that.
Yep.
So that's coming eventually.
Well, Zelda's out on PC now. Good for them. But honestly, hot take. I think I'm okay with emulation. I think before the game releases is bad.
Yes, that does.
Because by doing it before release, you're only making Nintendo's point better.
And there are people that are just going to do it to do it, but, you know.
At least if you're going to do it, keep it to yourself till after the game is out. Yuzu, what they invest in the Nintendo account in the eShop is so good. Yeah. So, we'll see. We will see what happens. The specs look interesting.
We will see.
One of the specs has me highly interested. We don't know what the GPU, like the actual specs of the GPU, but if the rumored leaks are to be believed, this thing is going to have 7,200 mega transfers of DDR5. I think it was either 8 or 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Mm-hmm.
That's big. That is very, very big. Because my computer, for clarification, chat, is 96 gigs of DDR5, 6,200 mega transfers a second. I think 6,200. Let me check. 6,400. Sorry. So, it's going to be better. It is just flat out going to be better for Nintendo all around, if that is true. I mean, they could even just go to like DDR, say go to DDR5, even like less mega transfers, and they'd still be fine. Most computers today can't even run 7,200 mega transfers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's insane. But that could also be because of the board, because there are rumors that Nintendo is working with NVIDIA for the Switch 2.
Which would be fine. I think a lot of people would be okay
faster
with.
RAM if it doesn't matter if the CPU's dog. Well, yeah, that's the thing is we don't know all the specs. How many teraflops? We don't know all the specs.
Teraflops.
We don't know all the specs. What's
a teraflop again?
Unit of computing speed equal to 1 million floating point operations per second.
Okay.
Anyway, Sorry, that kind of sidetracked me.
No, you're fine. You kind of got derailed. That's totally okay.
I did see a comment earlier saying that they will probably wait till December. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. They'll probably wait till December to announce it. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like December, January. And then like a release between March and June.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the leaks that we got months ago is that the Switch 2 is going to have DLSS capabilities. For those who do not know, DLSS is a NVIDIA-specific thing. It is for upscaling AI generation. The idea is not to, like, use AI like a lot of people would, like, be mad at it for, but more to help make things run better without making it look better, essentially.
Mm-hmm. No, I know what you mean.
Which I think for like stuff like, in this case, like Outer Worlds, Witcher 3, Mortal Kombat, like the kind of really, really shitty looking games on the Switch, DLSS would just fix that. And I think that it's going to be fantastic for Nintendo as a long-term, like they've obviously been fine for, you know, decades.
A while.
But I think that would put them in a quite the competing market, even more than they are now.
Ooh. Ooh.
Remember when AI was supposed to make MC AI better? Average farm members. I was just thinking about this for this PS5 Pro. Only the GPU is being upgraded, so even with the $300 upgrade, you hit a bottleneck all the time with RAM and CPU. Yep, absolutely. In terms of shouting at the rooftops that they emulated Zelda and Brothership, yeah, people need to stop doing that. I'm all for emulation, but there is a point when you need to not do it, at least for a little bit. Part of the reason why Nintendo's been clapping back in emulation right now is because Tears of the Kingdom was emulated before it was released. Their big flagship game. Like their last big flagship game for the Switch.
One of them, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
So, Nintendo is justifiably angry.
Let's see.
So, yeah, Tears of the Kingdom was leaked like 3 weeks later. Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah.
3 weeks early, yeah.
People legitimately just ruin their own shit by doing that. I don't like
Only emulate when they own the original, otherwise please don't. Of course, it's different if it's no longer a real product. Yep. It's like the same thing. It's like, could I have emulated Thousand Year Door with the issues that some people were talking about, which I have found out that is no longer the case, and it's just the wax pushing their own agenda, again, as usual. Yeah, I bought the Switch version so I could emulate it. I mean, am I going to? But I feel better about emulating it if I own it. Because at least then it's like, well, I have it. What are you gonna do? I own a copy. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
When it comes to piracy, remember their first rule of Fight Club? Yep, don't talk about it. So. I don't know,
Just
chat.
don't talk about it, chat. Makes it much better for everybody if you just don't talk about it.
So, yeah. That's basically the Switch 2. There's not much to go on. I think I'm okay with what the evolution looks like, because, again, it's just a DS to 3DS transition. I think that's about what most sane people were expecting. The insane people were expecting some, like N64 to GameCube-like transition, which I think is ridiculous.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No, that's just not gonna happen. Just because, like, they really don't need to make a brand new, like when they basically said the successor to the Switch.
Well, there's
I wasn't expecting them to create a brand new looking console. I was expecting something that looks somewhat similar.
To be fair, this is before the Switch 2 was announced that they were actually doing a successor system and not, like, you know, what Nintendo typically does.
Mm-hmm.
I just refuse to give Nintendo money at this point. I'm gonna buy it. Nintendo has always done, like, really scummy shit, but compared to, like, the big three, they are the least scummy. Because...
At least right now.
Because that's the thing, is, like, a lot of their scummy shit is not Nintendo being Nintendo, it is Nintendo following Japanese law. Does it suck? Yes. But they're well within their rights to do it. Is Nintendo being old? Yep. But you know what? If being old means we get stuff like we want, I'm okay with that. Don't grow up. I know people were begging for Nintendo to grow up, and at one point I might have agreed. And then I saw the rest of the gaming industry grow up. And I don't want Nintendo to grow up.
I'm gonna Peter Pan it the entire way, chat.
Yep. I haven't given them a dime since they copy struck people. Again, I understand, but it is still Nintendo following Japanese law. So
I would rather them follow Japanese law than try and conform to another country's
yes, agreed.
standards.
If grow up means in Western investigators, then please no. Exactly. Did you guys watch Legal Mindset stream about Nintendo via Palworld? No, I think Occo did. I haven't.
I have not. I haven't had time. I need to catch up on his stream talking about fruit. Speaking of which, side tangent randomly. No, not a VTuber drum stream. There is an article talking about fruit being a whore. Unironically, there is an article out there now talking about the fruit drama because Asmongold reacted to it. So, that's funny. I'm not really quite sure what to make of that, but unironically, woman decides to try and cancel old boyfriend that was shitty. Instead, she gets covered by a whole bunch of people, and is shown to be one of the biggest whores on the internet.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in the next, I would, by the end of the year, that they decide to let fruit go.
You think the fruit will be forced to graduate?
Probably. I'd rather Nintendo be shitty than woke. Exactly. I'd rather Nintendo be shitty than woke. So.
Fruit is cooked? Yes. If only Aunt could see her now. If only Aunt... Oh, wait, that's right. I forgot. Aunt is back on the internet. I know she's been busy with life. Do you want to know what's funny, chat? You know Aunt Hime, Tim, right?
Yeah.
So, Fruit decided to come out with her story on Aunt Hime's birthday. Chat, do you know how funny that is? Aunt Hime's birthday happened same day that came out. So...
Sorry. I don't know if you want to read the comment from Gator, but that's interesting.
Which one?
My rat is that contract renegotiations were about to start soon, and she did this for leverage to avoid Vshoujo cutting dead weight.
I mean, yeah, she is pretty much dead weight.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, she is the one that is getting the least amount of attention.
DLSS for deep learning super sampling and AI. It generates frames between frames. Yeah.
I 100% believe, chat. Like, and this is something that Proctor talked about, saying that people were discussing on the evil 4chan hacker board for VTubers known as the Virtual Asylum. But Fruit is getting no attention at all. She has been routinely doing worse and worse. She revealed her new model, and it got way little attention. And then Michi, which is one of the girls that came from fucking, what was it called? Brain. Niji Sanji, she did a reveal and got 10 times the amount of attention. So, Fruit is not popular anymore.
Yeah.
She's not even able to move merch from what I've heard.
And you know, here's what's funny, and this is the last I'm gonna say about it. She wouldn't be in this situation if she didn't decide to go after some of her own gen mates.
Now, a lot of people, well, I feel like she was already a pretty shitty individual.
Right, but this wouldn't have happened if she hadn't, you know, with the Hogwarts Legacy stuff.
What state of building am I on right now? I am working on oil power so that I no longer have to rely on coal. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So.
I feel like you were making a good point there and I interrupted you.
Like, I don't know how true it is about the whole, like, Hogwarts Legacy stuff because I didn't pay attention to that. I only kind of learned about it through Akko because Akko is the drama tuber, and I'm not.
I am the drama llama.
So,
Another one of you. Fuck off. Ow.
But I think it's probably safe to say that is why Fruit's popularity just tanked.
That's one of the reasons.
Because Silver was one of the big ones if he shoujo. So is Ganders.
You know, Chief, welcome. Good evening to you.
But
I have not seen an owl VTuber in a while since the last one quit because he just felt like quitting. So you are a welcome surprise. Or not quit, he's semi-quit. But it is cool to see another owl out there.
Perhaps she's a shitty person, Akko, but now she's a known shitty person. Yep.
Very true. Very, very true. Anyway, jumping off the fruit train, There's no reason to keep going.
This is under the T topic, not Nightwave.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. What else did you have for tonight? I know you had quite a few things for tonight.
What else is on the docket? Dragon Age.
Oh, yep.
Dragon Age.
Oh, chat. This is gonna piss some people off.
Oh, yeah. So, for those of you who don't know what happened with Dragon Age,
I really don't feel like pulling up a picture.
I'm not gonna pull. I'm gonna pull up a picture for like my own reference, so like I can talk about it, like and know what I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna post it on screen. Gaming journals have decided that Dragon Age Veilguard is the best game ever made, and has the best character creator to ever exist. No, it doesn't. They have decided to add vitiligo and cellulite, which are basically skin conditions.
Excuse me.
Instead of creating a fantasy character, they want to have these characters have skin conditions. For those of you who don't know what that is, if you watched Akko play Dustborn, the
Muslim chick.
Yeah.
The Muslim chick who was half Indian, half Muslim.
Yeah.
Had the skin condition.
Yep.
Basically, chat. It's the skin condition. It's the Joe Biden skin condition of where a black girl says she won't vote for him, so he makes them turn white.
Yep.
So she was halfway turning white when the game started. That is only half of a joke, by the way.
So, yeah. So they added that, and for all of you, I have my opinions. I'm not going to talk about it like in great detail. Vitiligo is what happened to Michael Jackson. I believe so. Yes.
Yes, he had it, and because he had it, he decided to just like bleach his skin so the rest of him was white. Because I think it was because he didn't want to just look like that.
Which I don't blame him. You know what?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna blame a guy if half of your skin just decides to stop looking a certain way. I can definitely understand wanting to fix the rest of it.
Yep.
It's not really there's not really any morals that you can ascribe to that, except other than just man, that sucks, bro.
Mm-hmm. So, Dragon Age Veilguard. I keep wanting to say Inquisition. Veilguard. Basically made it so every character is gay for each other. There is
Wait,
no straight relationships in this game.
None?
None.
I'm kind of surprised, honestly.
Wow. There's no gay relationship. There's pure gay relationships in this game.
Really quickly, Chad, I feel like it's important to know because I think some people like get misconceptions that I am not okay with that. I don't care if you're gay, but if everything is like one thing, it's literally like when the people's like saying, "Oh, there's too many straight people." It's like, okay, there's a problem if both sides are like in the extremes, and I feel like that is too much of an extreme. Just saying.
Agreed. Gay is the new straight. Yep.
Yeah, you're straight. The only problem is that you can't really.
But if you're straight, you're the devil. By the way. Anyway, I don't want to go. I don't.
Not gonna go into. I don't care about that. We're not gonna talk about the politics. We're just gonna talk about the thing.
Yeah. So that is a thing, which has gotten quite a bit of hate because BioWare, as far as I remember, they've allowed gay relationships, but they've not made it a standpoint thing. Like there are some relationships in Mass Effect where you can have femshep with a female character, or you can have male shepherds with male characters. By the way. Yeah.
It was hot.
But that wasn't
because it was hot.
That was an option they allowed you to have. But there were some characters that you just could not fuck, essentially. Like if you were one or the other. Now it doesn't matter, and some people are upset with that because it kind of removes the illusion of removes the option of choice. Like, what if I want to play a playthrough of the game with the male protagonist and have interactions with a female character? What's the point? You don't have to do that now. Or it kind of removes the replayability factor, as well as kind of forcing it down people's throats. Making sure there are options for everyone is what you are saying, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody should have the ability to choose either or, in my personal opinion.
Yes.
I mean, I don't consider myself a quote-unquote hyper-progressive here, or hyper-conservative. I consider myself do whatever the fuck you want, as long as it's not illegal.
Yes.
And, it seems like this game is not pro doing anything you want.
But on top of that, and I think this is the one that really kind of upset people, this is the first game, as far as I'm aware. Temp, have you heard of the very Vampire That's Great Swan Song? It's fairly old, but now was woke AF with all the hallmarks. Really go. I have heard that, yes. In the pursuit of diversity, everyone has been homogenized. Yes. So I believe this is the first game that has done this. If someone can confirm if I'm correct or incorrect here, please let me know. But in the character creation for Dragon Age Veilguard, we now have top surgery scars.
I'm gonna stop right here just so that I can I talked about this with Mizu, by the way, and as somebody who used to have dysphoria when they were a teenager and knows trans people and has had trans friends, and Mizu, who used to take HRT. This is a topic that I feel like I'm alright and qualified to talk about. Trans people, at least for the most part, most trans people don't really need to be forced to remember these kinds of things in their lives, because for a lot of trans people, it's not the autogynephilia that I think some people feel. For actual trans people that actually just want to live normal lives the way they feel like they want to be, but they don't want that constant reminder of what they've done to their body. They just want to move on and be normal. And so the addition of this is kind of just, it bothers me because it just doesn't feel like this is something anybody has ever asked for. Ever. It feels like a weird fetishization that, again, a white woman or just some white individual has done to try and fetishize a group of people. And I do not really like that a lot. It just feels really... it just feels like something that a white straight. Like, I hate using that terminology for like white straight male or white straight female, but that's how it feels to me. It wasn't done by somebody that like wants quote unquote that wants to like be representative or something like that. It just feels like something that was made by somebody that just is weird.
If you're trans, why wouldn't you just want to play the sex you want? Why do you want a reminder that you aren't that biologically?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like chat when I had, I don't have unagynephilia, but like when I had those thoughts as a teenager, you know, I didn't want to remember what I was until I like went to therapy and recognized how much I loved myself. This is just not what trans people want. I will tell you right now, the trans people that actually just want to live their lives are not going to like this or use this. I just don't see how anybody is going to or want to use this.
There's an old mindset for gaming. People would play games intention of playing this game at the time, so I'm going to let other people's yeah. One of the old things of gaming was playing the opposite sex because it was fun. So if you're a male and you're playing a female character, you know what is realistically the reason why you played a female character?
Because she's got an ass.
She's got an ass, she's got tits. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
That's why I do it.
That is actually... I'm a male, but exclusively play female characters if given choice. Same. You know why? Because I prefer the option. If I'm going to play a 100+ hour RPG, and I have the ability to make my own character, I'm going to make Hikari. For those of you who do not know, Hikari is my mascot. She has giant tits, on par with Occo.
Ted likes to compete with me on that one.
That's a general idea. I like having the option to make her.
He's not saying no.
I'm not saying no.
Oh goodness, but no, like the scars thing is just really, really, really weird to me. I don't really like it at all. And I don't know where this is gonna go. I think this is just the newest flop, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think this is just the newest flop that is going to come out. That people are going to whine and bitch and moan. It's like, I can't believe my game that I worked so long to build that is absolutely shitty and nobody likes it failed. So, I think that's just all it is. It's just the next game to fall apart and fail.
Yep. To add on to this, it gets better.
And it got worse, chat.
It got worse. So, Dragon Age Inquisition does allow you to have ass or tits. Period.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
There are butts and boob sliders, but they are so minimal that they might as well not be there.
I actually read a comment. There is a woman that has no ass, and she said, "I have more ass than no ass girls."
Yep, I saw Savvy's post, and
really
I actually commented on Savvy's post too.
It was really funny. If you have more ass than an in-game character and you have no ass, it's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Have you seen what Asmund said about the topic? I have to agree with this one. He called it the soft modern game for performative reasons, and it will tank the game.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people don't like Asmongold. They think he's too soft. I think he's trying to keep an audience, and some people can get upset when you're not commenting on something properly, quote unquote properly. I'd say any force that is willing to rattle the machine.
Yeah.
Because chat, makes no mistake, Asmongold is not a woke individual. At least I don't believe he is. Asmongold is his own person, and he has pissed off a lot of woke individuals in the past. So,
But he's also pissed off a lot of anti-woke individuals too.
Yeah, he's pissed off a lot on both sides.
Yep.
He's good enough for the most part. I agree. Now, chat, we're gonna play a game called How Far Out Can I Go Before the game starts hurting me for crossing the world border.
Either way, Dragon Age Veilguard is messy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still banking on the last straw being Assassin's Creed Shadows. I really hope, because this year has been an eye-opener for some of these people. Games like Dustborn, Concord, Dragon Aging Veilguard. Basically, pretty much every quote-unquote woke game has tanked. Like, what is the player count? Hold on. Steam DB. What is the player count for Dragon Age Veilguard? I don't even see it here.
Is it out yet?
Oh, it might not be out yet. Hold on.
I don't think it's out yet.
Dragon Age. Oh, it's not out yet. Well, never mind then. But I think I heard that, like, hold on. This will be even better. Dragon Age
Really nice, by the way.
Veilguard sales.
Pretty sure you, Lumi, and Mizu were the top Dustborn streamers. No, I think that probably went to Savvy. Or maybe Arch. Arch probably got a decent chunk, but still, we were some of the only people, literally, probably one of the only 10 people to stream the game.
So, here's something to keep in mind. This was 2 days ago. Dragon Age Veilguard was number 67 in top sellers.
Okay.
On Steam. That's bad. You didn't even break top 50?
No, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. It's a bit of an oopsie doodle there. Chat.
I think it's coming to a head because this year we've had games like Helldivers. Whether or not anyone's opinion on Helldivers, there are very clearly male. Your
opinion is shit.
There are very clearly male and female characters, and you know what? Both just like blowing shit up. We have Space Marine, which is purely guys, but Space Marine is that specifically is the Space Marines, which are all male. Palworld, Stellar Blade, some other really, like, Elden Ring.
I know Satisfactory's been in development for a while, but it did hit 1.0 this year, and it is a pretty good game.
What's Satisfactory?
Satisfactory. Right, believe it or not, do you know how amazingly Satisfactory is on? Let me pull up SteamDB.
Satisfactory, 24-hour peak, 177,034 players in the last 24 hours.
I wanted to show it off. Here, let me show it off for my chat.
I was already in SteamDB, that's why.
I wanted to show it off. Chat, can I... Where is it?
Charts.
Here it is. No, that's the prices. I don't want the prices. I want the chart.
It's on that.
All right.
It's on the list.
Chat, let me show you the max here. Satisfactory came out in 2020, and it's been consistently getting between 10 to like 20 to 30-ish thousand players, and these bumps are when the new updates come out. As soon as 1.0 came out, it shot up to 186,000, and there has been more and more. Like the 1 week projection has gone between it's been over 50,000 players every single day for the past week. Yep. And I expect it'll probably taper off, but Satisfactory is just one of those games that is just like, you keep in development, and here's what I'm going to tell you. Satisfactory has the exact same success story that I would say that Warframe has, where you have a bunch of developers that are passionate about building an experience, and they are constantly talking to their fan base and constantly giving them updates and being there with them. You do not get that from very few other games. I'll get to your super chats here in a moment. But, like, it is absolutely fantastic to see a game like this that I have seen nurtured and grown over like a couple of years. Because I joined this game back in Update 4, and seeing it go to where it is now, it's tear-bringing to me almost. But yeah, it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. Sorry, I just wanted to interject in there.
No,
I feel like Satisfactory is one of those games that is, even though it's not like a Game of the Year territory, and not very many people are going to play it beyond like the couple 100,000 people that play it, it is still a great game.
No, I agree. And it kind of furthers my point, actually. Like, the top-selling games on Steam, like global top-selling, you know what the top 5 top-selling games are right now on Steam? EA Sports FC, because it's a sports game. Whatever, fine. Space Marine 2, Frostpunk 2, Cyberpunk 2077, caveat, that is $30 because it's on sale, but point remains. Black Myth Wukong. 6, Elden Ring. God of War Ragnarok didn't even, it's not in the top 5. The only game on that list that might be considered woke is Cyberpunk.
A lot of people are going to fight you on that one, but yeah.
Right, but the point remains. And that one's on sale. That one I kind of understand because it is on sale. If you weren't even going to look at that, it'd be EA Sports, Space Marine 2, Frostpunk 2, Black Myth Wukong, God of War Ragnarok. Because Elden Ring is also on sale, but Elden Ring has also just been kind of in the top sellers list since it came out.
Yeah.
No one cares about games like God of War Ragnarok, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That one is kind of... I'm worried about that one because I think the game is going to be good in its own regard, and then the localizers decided, but what if we did, you know, what our job is? And that's bad.
Yeah. Let's go get more stuff for these projects.
Like, Final Fantasy 16 is, like, easily in the top 10. And there's a scene in 16 where I can be like, I can understand why people would call this woke, but I don't believe it is.
Oh, really?
There's a scene where Clyde is naked. To be fair, he's in a prison cell.
Oh, that's not woke, that's just gay.
And one of the main characters throws him his clothes and says, "You may be pretty, but put some clothes on."
No, that's not
but
woke.
That's like two guys talking. That's how we used to talk as guys. Like,
that's not woke. That is literally just dudes being gay for each
yeah.
other. Because when you're in prison, people are just gonna be gay.
Yeah.
Because they don't have women. That's not woke. And if people say that's woke, that's dumb.
There's another one where Clive is, you know, being very appreciative to one of the NPCs, who's also a guy, and he gets kind of not fishy, but kind of like a little too close.
Prison gay, Occo explains. Yeah, I have no idea what it like. I've not been to prison, but that's what I've been told. Prison gay.
And it's not actually like he was in prison. The idea, because it's in their marketing, everyone who's paid attention to 16 knows, Clive basically werewolfed out, and he was unconscious, and they needed to throw him in a place where he couldn't harm anyone, in case he essentially wolfed out again. Mm-hmm. Which is fair, you know?
Really quickly, we have two super chats I want to read, because they are kind of like in line with what we're talking about here. Wolf for 5, I saw Asmon's video on it. He said that the 100% slider on the ass is supposed to be a 20% mark. I disagree. It's more like a 10%. We need more ass. I agree. We need more ass, chat. Give the ass lads something to enjoy. And then Dark Resurrect for 20. Thank you. Beyond the political stuff, on a technical level, Veilguard's a mess. The game looks like a Fortnite rip, and you can't control party members. Linear level-based gameplay. It's just boring. Yeah, I have not seen any gameplay for it because I've already written it off and never gonna play it.
Yeah.
Unless somebody buys it for me. Forces me to. Excuse me.
Didn't 16 have an actual gay relationship with the prince and his servant? Have not played the game? So far, no. Look, if there's something woke in it, I will call it out. But I have not seen anything woke.
Yeah.
And chat, I know, I've been playing it. I've been loving 16.
What's 16? I think we were going to talk a little bit about 16 because it was a game that. Do you think that 16 is doing better now that it's on the PC?
So on that note, I actually wanted to because I'm on Steam DB. So its charts. I want to keep in mind that this game came out on Tuesday this week. Technically, people consider Sunday and Monday kind of like the turnover week days for like into the week. But all-time peak on PC as of 13 hours ago is 27,508. That would be small if you were to factor in the idea that maybe people didn't buy it on PS5. People did buy it on PS5. That is not a small amount, especially for a game that's a year old.
On the PS5,
huh?
Because I don't think they're going to give out their stats for that.
No, this is purely Steam stats. It's on Epic. This is purely Steam stats. 27,000 for a game that's been out for a year on PS5 already is pretty good. That's not a small number.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
Like right now, 16,222 players.
I mean, it's not like massive.
It's not like, gigantic, huge numbers, but
it's not Final Fantasy 14 numbers, but like.
Yeah. Also, Denuvo. I think I have noticed some potential like performance issues thanks to Denuvo, but they haven't ruined my enjoyment of the game.
In 16, the prince is blatantly in a relationship with his male servant, and the game makes no effort to hide it.
I don't know. I haven't made it there.
Well, when you make it there, you gotta comment on the gayness that you are.
Between now, I will probably make it there between now and next Sunday. So I will report back with that. But even then, like, I don't care. Just don't be fucking weird about it. It's like a Warframe. Very clearly. Like, can I talk spoilers for Warframe? It's about whispers in the wall. I don't want to spoil anyone in case.
No, I mean, you can be vague about it, but like, yeah, go ahead.
There are two characters who are very openly gay with each other. But you know
I should
what?
say, by the way, I'll go ahead and finish on that. I'll explain.
They never shove it in your face. It's not like, oh my god, we're gay. No, they don't do that. It's like it's a natural story.
And I will say, chap, yes, Lloyd and Albert are gay. However, I feel like it makes more sense when you factor in what the Entrati family is based off of. Because the Entrati family is based off of Roman and Greek architecture and just like design. Mm-hmm. And the Romans and Greeks were very gay. Very, very, well, no, it was mostly the Romans. They were very gay. And so if that's what they're basing it off of, I'm fine with it. I'm one of those people where it's just like improper representation is icky to me. Only Greeks? Is it only the Greeks? I'm pretty sure that the Romans were gay too. I could swear that like the Romans like near the end of the empire got very gay.
I can't comment on that. Good luck.
I might just be remembering my history wrong. But...
What we hate is bad representation. Exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I think that Warframe does it correctly.
Mm-hmm. And like, if there's a gay thing in 16, fine.
Greeks nor Romans were gay. I'm pretty sure. Alright. I will have to like do some history look up there because I'm pretty sure I learned that like I don't know. I'll have to talk to my my lore friend for Warframe.
So, either way, if there's a gay relationship in 16, no one made a big enough deal about it and the fact that no one made a big enough deal about it, at least that I saw, means it doesn't matter. It never fit their agenda. So, cool.
Yeah.
So.
But like, 16's doing better than I think.
Yeah, 16's doing much better than I thought it was going to. I mean, I think it would do pretty good. I didn't think it was going... Like, it's... I'm curious to see these stats when it goes on sale. I think that's going to make a difference. Is, like, when it goes on sale on PC.
They learned from the Greeks, which that's why they copied their pantheon. I mean, fair enough. Whatever. If it's Greeks or Romans, whatever. That doesn't matter to me. What I'm saying is, Warframe does it right because they're following the historical accuracies of the culture that they decided to copy the Entradi family off of. And it's very obvious if you like pay attention to the architecture and how their family hierarchy looks and stuff. I am speed. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I don't know. On the note of like Steam charts, but Square Enix president reported that 16 failed to meet sales expectations again. Yeah, you know why? Because it was locked to PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. It was.
These numbers would probably be very different if it launched on PC to begin with. But it didn't. Is 16 all around going to be a sales failure? Yeah, it is.
Probably, yeah. It's going to recover.
Slowly.
At the very least.
But yeah, it's going to recover.
Yeah, it's going to recover on the front of, at the very least, being on Steam.
On the note of games that just released and is not doing good, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
Okay, Victus, I'm not saying all Greeks and Romans were gay. I'm saying that like that was just something that happened in history. I don't want to get into a fight about that right now.
Also,
but,
because of 16, 14 had to suffer in the patch cycle or the perception of it. I actually had a theory about that. Since I'm playing 16 now. I have a few. Y'all take care. Well, you have a good night, Chaos. I had a theory about that. Dawn Trail has not been well received as far as story, anyway.
Some characters, yeah.
However, playing 16, I have noticed that it's very, very clearly written by the same person who was in charge of Shadowbringers and Endwalker. Because, oh, good lord. It's very dark and very depressing. So that might be kind of why Dawn Trail kind of has to take a back seat, because they had some... 16, essentially, was probably why. It's fine. Anyway, sorry. Dead Rising. I'm sure everyone knows Dead Rising's issues and how they changed things and basically went woke with it for a remake or remaster. I don't know. The game came out on the 23rd. Sorry, on the 19th. It came out on the 19th. The all-time peak is 6,497.
Jeez.
That's bad. The 24-hour peak is 3,849. You know how many people are playing the game right now? 2,921. That is an incredibly low amount.
That is a pretty low amount, yeah.
That is an incredibly low amount. Those idiots called it a remaster when it's clearly a remake? Yep. Well, to be fair, Nintendo also called Thousand Year Door HD like a remaster, and Metroid Prime Remaster a remaster, when they are both very clearly remakes. So, these companies have kind of just stopped using the term remake and just use remaster for everything. So, it's whatever. Just play the OG? Yep, just play the OG. If you want to get a couple in a game, just put it there and you don't need to make excuses. Exactly. Exclusives often hurt sales. Games would sell way better on PC if it wasn't available a year delay. Since people often forget the PC release date, they just don't come back. Yep. I'm really... Now that that's brought up, I'm curious about something. I'm sure the numbers are going to be very inflated because it's been years. Yeah? Yeah, yeah. So, I'm going to bring up Monster Hunter World in this regard, in regard to 16. Monster Hunter World came out on PC a year after it was out on PS4 and Xbox. The all-time peak from 6.1 years ago for Monster Hunter World is 334,684.
Don't mind me, chat. I'm just dumping a bunch of oil into the ecosystem.
In hindsight, that is a giant number. But you have to realize this is of 6 years. The only reason that Monster Hunter World did really well when it came out on PC was because it was the first time a Monster Hunter game has been on PC. Dead Rising Remaster was outsourced to a bunch of Chinese studios, so I blame them for the changes. Dead Rising Remake was mostly made by China studios. That's why they censored so much of it, especially a specific character that was Chinese. They made it safe for modern audiences, yep. The number of zombies has been reduced, getting PP is stupid easy, removal of erotica, and let's not forget the yellow paint. Chat, no offense, and this is no offense to literally anyone here, the yellow paint is because gamers are stupid today. Flat out, just stupid.
No, I'm gonna disagree with you there.
Really?
I think that it's bad game. I think it's bad game design. If you have to include yellow paint for people to get through your game, I think it's bad game design. Because back then, some games were kind of hard to navigate, but they were intentionally made that way, like some Zelda games. But these days, if I can't find my way around the game and you have to actually show me where to go, your game sucks.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but I think...
Chat, I want you to vote for who has the correct opinion here.
Okay. Do you think it's bad game design, or do you think gamers are stupid today? I think Akka's making a poll, so...
I'm making a poll. Who is right, me or Temp? You need to vote right now.
Are gamers stupid, or is it just bad game design?
Yeah, Temp thinks that games are stupid, gamers are stupid, and I think it's just bad game design.
Some people are saying both.
This thing was pulled and QA testers were literally that stupid. No, I think that if the game was made better, people wouldn't be so stupid.
No, I agree there. But I think, in turn... Sorry, Temp, but we must simp. I mean, to be fair, I think both examples are correct. But I'm not backing off the position that I think gamers are stupid. Gamers are still stupid, but I do think Akko is correct, with also the fact that it's bad game design.
Yeah.
Gamers are stupid, and it's bad game design? Yep. It's learned behavior by the average gamer, so it gets reinforced. Mm-hmm. There was that game journalist who couldn't play Cuphead. Yep.
Oh my gosh, that journalist.
Yep. If your design is that bad you need yellow paint, stop making games. Yep. Like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has yellow paint in some places that just kind of looks stupid. And that's kind of where the yellow paint topic came up again. I think it's bad, but... Again, gamers are stupid. Because...
Also journalists.
Honestly, a lot of people are starting to think that the yellow paint is less for gamers and more for journos.
Like, ironically, chat, even though I hate Dustborn, they did a better job of letting you discover things on your own than I see some other games do. Like, they didn't tell you directly where to go, they just told you what the objective was.
Yep. You're both right. The average gamer is a normie, which is half as intelligent as you would think they are. And game devs are stupid enough to do the yellow paint thing because they are those idiot normies. Yep. You know how FromSoft got you to actually go places that you should be going? Make it look interesting. Make you want to go there. That's it. Far Cry 3 started the yellow paint. Blame Ubisoft. Oh yeah. A lot of our gaming issues today have come from Ubisoft, Activision, and EA. it's bad game design, but gamers should also invest their attention to what the game is saying you need to go to. Yeah, remember, use your brain. Gamers like having their handheld today.
I'm not gonna say, chat, that Temp is wrong. I just think that a majority of it is bad game design. And here's the thing, I think the bad game design has led to worse gamers.
Yes.
That is also part of the problem. I think that if you had better game design, you would have less dumb gamers. Well, thank you for the 2. Cough, Horizon Forbidden West, cough.
Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok. When God of War Ragnarok came out, there was a really good clip of, it was like a tree puzzle that you needed to do, and you had a fairy that was reminding you, like, every 5 seconds, here's the solution, do with it. Here's the solution, do it. And it's like, stop, let me figure it out. If I can't figure it out, then I'll let you speak. But until then, shut up.
Miss the old days of RE where items were different texture than the background. Yeah, I mean, like, that's a good way to do it too.
Games today that kind of do the, or boy, yeah. It was Atreus, not a fairy or something. Games that don't hold your hands and use the environment to lure you to locations is like any Soulsborne game. Or Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 never had yellow paint of any sort. The only time they tried leading you in a certain direction was Chapter 2, but that is because Chapter 2 was very story focused and less like exploration. That's why I love the exploration from Stuff games. If you don't pay attention to the details, you're gonna miss hints that are yeah, you miss hints. Uncharted series started the whole 5-second hint thing. Not surprised. I liked Act 3. I loved Baldur's Gate 3 all the way through. Like, the entire time. That was... This is something Akko, I know, remembers. I had to deliberate for days which game I preferred. Baldur's Gate 3 or Tears of the Kingdom for 2023. Both games were so good. The performance was abysmal. I didn't have a bad time. That's something that people need to remember. I didn't have a bad time with Cyberpunk. I know people did, but I didn't. So I really enjoyed Cyberpunk. People had issues in Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't. And I had a fantastic time with Baldur's Gate 3. The answer is Rotator. Part of me has considered maybe stopping stream Rotator to just play it on my own time, but then I've looked at the viewer numbers and I'm like, no, we're gonna keep playing Rotator.
Aw, chat, you're giving him the numbers, so he's gonna continue it.
Yeah, I got the numbers.
Interesting. So I'm basically doubling the output of these slugs here because this summer sloop can now be added to double the output of items for free.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Guess you didn't play it launch? No. So I had the game. So context, I actually never bought Baldur's Gate 3. I was doing work for a friend who was, at the time when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, was our DM for our D&D campaign. And he needed work done on his PC. And I did it for him, and as his payment to me, he just bought me Baldur's Gate 3. Which I think is a fair trade.
It is.
Which at the time, it was in very early access. So... But I didn't actually get to play the full release of BG3 until... I technically could have played it sooner, but there were other things that I wanted to play. Like...
How you missed something funny?
What? Hold on. I think at the time... Oh, right. That's what I was doing. 2023 was when I got addicted to Pikmin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I played all 4 Pikmin games in like a month. 100% for all of them. and that was one of the best gaming experiences I've ever had. Oh my god, Pikmin is so good. Anyway. Sorry.
Who gets Rogue Trader, you can co-op. Yeah, but Chad, I don't want to right now.
Yeah. No, Akko's playing BG3 with Limmy. I will not have Occo pulled off of BG3. BG3 is a phenomenal game, and Occo refuses to play it by herself.
No, we're talking about Rogue Trader.
I know. And I said that I'm not going to pull you off of BG3 with Rogue Trader. Now that's an addiction. It is an addiction, but you know what? Occo can attest to this. I did not stop playing Pikmin until they were all done.
No, yeah, he did. I Rogue Trader. No, chat. I have so many things I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Even if someone were to buy Rogue Trader for Occo, Occo will not play it.
No,
so don't waste your money.
I mean, you can. Dude.
Yeah, you're welcome to waste your money.
You can be like one of those simps that want me to demean them, and you can buy me the game, and I'll just say, oh, I'll never play it just because you bought it for me.
Well, like, Occo still hasn't finished Dawn Trail. Occo hasn't finished Space Marine 2. Occo hasn't finished Baldur's Gate 3. The last game I firmly remember Occo finishing was Tears of the Kingdom.
I can't argue with that, because I can't remember the last time I finished a game. Damn. Dark, thank you for the 5. There's a bit of news. One of the creative devs on DA Veilguard was a dev for Sims. That explains why the characters look like clay. I mean, fair, but it still doesn't mean that they should have their tits chopped off like that.
That's called Autism Focus Temp, the next stage of human evolution.
Finish a game, please. I will finish a game when I feel like it. Like a wizard, I will do it right now.
Have you finished Space Marine 2, Temp? I have. So, who wants to see...
Oh, I finished Dustborn. That counts.
You were forced to do that. It wasn't a game you wanted to finish of your own volition.
I was, but people, like... Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring it up on my screen. If someone wants to look at it, that's fine. But if no one wants to, that is also perfectly fine. But on my stream, I'm going to show my list for my games completed in 2024.
Chat, he's gonna flex here.
I am. Okay, so where it says status, the ones without finish or complete are games I have started, but not finished this year. At the very bottom, you'll see Luigi's Mansion 2, Final Fantasy 16, Rogue Trader. These are all fairly recent starts, so don't worry about those. These will get done. But stuff like Dragon Quest Builders, Mass Effect 3, Minish Cap, Divinity Original Sin, Dream Drop Distance. I'll admit I quit Dream Drop Distance because then it came out in PC, and I kind of want to re-go through the Kingdom Hearts series, which is why. But like Final Fantasy 5 isn't on here. Hold on. That's fixed. Final Fantasy 5's now on the list, but that's the point. Fallout 3 is finished. I finished Space Marine 1, Space Marine 2, Fallout 3, Live a Live, Final Fantasies 1 through 4, Stranger of Paradise. I did 100% completion of Mass Effect 2 this year. I finished God of War, Legends Arceus, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Reload, all this year. And I'm still working my way through these games. And I still have, let's see. Echoes of Wisdom coming out, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and Mario and Luigi Brothership. These are all games I still intend to play this year. And I have this just Luigi's Mansion 2, Final Fantasy 17, 16, Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader's not going to be done this year. I'm telling you that right now.
Quick side note when it comes to Satisfactory, chat. I just realized they boosted the power that these fuel generators do. They used to do like 150, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now they do 250. That's like twice the amount it used to do. Because it used to be that for 30 of these you get 5,000 megawatts. Now you get 10,000 basically. Massive boost here. Anyway, continue.
Where's the OG Fallout games? I have them. I've not played them, but I have them.
Yeah, chat, here's the problem with me. I am very busy with life.
Yeah.
Because I'm so busy with life. Me finishing something is kind of like a blessing. So, I know it kind of sucks that I don't finish things. I'm trying.
I mean, this is actually a great opportunity. Like, Switch and Steam Deck. I mean, you have... Tell me if I'm wrong, but how long are your break periods at work? That you can talk without, like... Without...
First one's 15 minutes. Second one is 30 minutes. And then 2 10s. But that's if we work, actually, all day.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is like, you could potentially take one of these to work with you, and just in that off moment...
I'm not gonna do that. Somebody's gonna steal it.
Well, then there you go.
Do all the Paper Mario. Finishing Dustborn was a curse. I won't disagree there.
I will honestly probably gonna do Paper Mario after I finish 16. Probably. I know I'm playing Echoes of Wisdom on Thursday. So, but I was gonna use it as an example, like if Akko can't play these games just casually or on stream, because Akko's thing really isn't playing games on stream anymore. Because it just doesn't bring the viewers, which is true. Akko's correct here. Akko's audience is built around drama, so it's harder to play these games. And if Akko's not streaming, Akko's working. Am I wrong in saying that?
If I'm not streaming, I'm working for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. And if you're not doing either, you're sleeping. So Akko doesn't have time to play these things, which is what I was going to say. You have your Switch, you have your Steam Deck. Even just for a few minutes a day, you could, you know, make your way slowly through something.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. We shall see. It's one of those things where, like, I'm not, like, too bothered by it. You know, everybody gets consumed by work eventually. I'm like, Temp is still the person that I'm, like, super jealous of, because his job is literally on call. Has to go out one day at, like, 2 or 3 times a month to actually do work, so...
Yeah, I work from home most of the time. Everything I do is at my computer, where I am right now. So... Chat,
I'll say this. If you want me to start completing games, become a member. Become a member to the channel, chat. If you become a member for as little as $1 a month, if I get 3,000 members on my channel, I can go full-time. So, become a member if you haven't already. I deeply will appreciate it.
So, I know I was gonna play Luigi's Mansion tonight, but honestly, I decided I just like yapping.
Well, it's pretty powerful. Pretty dang powerful. Tried to buy a blueprint and a guy kicks me out. Sometimes they're weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes trading in Warframe is just weird.
Okay, I'm gonna head out now. Alright, Chaos. You have a good night.
Chaos, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Look at that. My subliminal messaging worked.
We had a weekly reset in Warframe.
I need to get on Warframe and do stuff. I've kind of just been holding off, and I need to not do that.
Salma and Karnan. Sorry, real quick. This week in Karnan is Acton Brunt, Salma, Vasto, Nami Solo, and Burson. What would you recommend?
It's up to you.
I'm guessing these are all just kind of eh.
It's kind of up to you.
Alright, well then I think we'll do Soma and Burston. And then what's on normal circuit? Titania. Yeah?
Titania is interesting. Are you playing Warframe?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Again, I'm just in my autism mood.
No, I get it. I'm logging in for weekly reset, so I can just like remind myself that I should do these things. And I have 10 minutes till Saren's off. Oh boy. You know
There we
what?
go.
Let's just
That was
let's get
better.
Titania done.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else that we wanted to talk about as like a main topic?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay, because we've been going for about 3 hours here.
Yep, I don't. Do you want to end soon, or what do you want to do?
We can end soon-ish. I don't like announcing when we want to end, just like when we will.
I get
end.
it. I just want to know what you want to do, because I do have to make dinner tonight. I'm making enchiladas for dinner.
Well, if you need to make dinner, you can leave it anyway.
No, I'm good.
Go make dinner.
I'm good. I mean, I'm live,
serve. Yeah, I know you have to go serve. You have to go be a slave to your family. Still trying to catch up. I got Protea Prime Blueprint and wanted to buy the parts. Oh, go ahead. I'll never understand the shame that some people try to inflict on people because they want to buy Prime parts.
Yeah. It's so stupid. Yeah, you want to watch the Warframe? Here.
Trying to think. In terms of Vigi games. You said you were excited for the Zelda game coming up,
Yeah, Zelda comes out on Thursday.
Mhm.
I'm excited for Zelda.
I could probably throw $10 at that so that I can get it. If somebody, like I mentioned earlier, somebody got me. They just gave me a gift card for it. I was just for an emote, and like when they said by the way, I will give you money. I thought they were gonna be like one of my new simps. Which, I don't mind if people want to give me things, but I was like, what? I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, just get this emote. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's
An
fine.
emote artist who's already working on something is gonna be working on.
I need to figure out how to get, because I keep saying like Hikari is my mascot, but I need to figure out how I'm gonna be able to have her like on my screen. I'm thinking, you know that like dancing emote, like the wiggle one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that, but with Hikari, and just kind of sits on the screen just permanently.
Well, chat, we probably won't have to worry about Palworld for a while. Once they're all done here.
But yeah, Zelda comes out on Thursday. Oh god, excuse me, like hiccups or something.
How many of these do we have?
Mario. So, as far as I know, the major releases that I care about is like Zelda on Thursday, so that's September. Sonic and so the new Sonic Generations remake or remaster on October 24th, and then Mario and Luigi like mid-November. And as far as I'm aware, there's nothing coming out that I give two shits about in December, which is fine with me. Because I will be really busy just, like, doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Make Hikari a dancing gift like Aqua or Yippee or a Korsh.
Yeah.
To be fair, Hikari Korsh should be good. I think it's like...
She's a Wash Kirsha.
I'm subbed to her. Or not subbed, like I follow her on Twitch and Twitter. But I rarely watch her just because, like, I have so many other things in my life going on. I just haven't.
Okay.
But I've considered something like that. Like, as far as, like, the thing is, like, everyone's like, oh, you should get art of your model. And I'm like, I don't care. I mean, if art of my model comes around and I have a cool idea for it, cool, I'm down. But Hikari is still my go-to. She's, you know, my brand, essentially. Shows you how people know of me.
Any hype for Silent Hill 2 remake?
No. Silent Hill 2 has been butchered. Make the Hikari course have massive tits, you know, to be true to the source material. Okay.
No, see the Aqua course does. We gotta keep it normal, chat.
Yeah, we should keep it normal.
Listen, chat, you do not sexualize the course.
Don't fuck the course.
No, it's just do not the course.
Do not the course?
Mm-hmm. You do not the little woodland creature.
But yeah, no, there's no hype for Silent Hill 2. Even Silent Hill fans are like, this is a mockery.
No, I think what's funny is now I have enough. I think I will have enough power here to get all the way through the next phase. Because I'm kind of just like lowballing all of my factories until everything gets done. So what I'll probably do is I will load up the manufacturers tonight.
Yeah, I've noticed you've been leaving Satisfactory on when you go to bed.
Huh?
I've noticed you left Satisfactory on when you go to bed now.
I do, yes. There's no reason not to. My computer's fine with it.
Or give the course balloons like Mizu. Don't you mean like me?
The Aqua course, or not the Aqua course, the Mizu course have balloons?
I don't know. Victor, does the Mizu course have balloons?
Lamau. No, then no.
No? Okay, well there you go.
Oh, I'm out of concrete. Shit. That is an issue.
I don't know. If I want to get a Hikari course, I will, like, talk to Victus. But I don't know.
It's more like a gift thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, that's fine. I've looked into the dancing emote, and that is expensive, and that's like money I don't have to throw away. And now I have a reason to be buying these games because I'm going to be talking about them at the end of the year. And that's going to bring in viewership, which is going to push potentially to me getting...
You need to get a bank account first, there, my friend.
Well, I know, but it's multiple steps. It's not just... One of them is still applying for membership status. Being partnered. So.
Bank account you must have, my friend.
Yeah.
Carmela makes a dancing one that's only 5 to 10 frames. Send it my way, because I need one of those as well.
You need a new one because of your new model.
What, the little dancing blankie?
Yeah.
I already have one.
I know, but it's with the old model. It's with the suit model.
No, there is one with the...
Oh, there is? I don't know if I've seen it then.
I know what you mean, never mind.
Squibbles are also cheap. I need to get emotes, and I need to sell them on my Discord.
If Temp wanted to squibby, he would have to act fast, but I don't think Nano is going to do those forever.
Well, can you send it to me so I can look at it? Or, like, one of you? Like, it could even be Victus.
Remind me later. Because because it will be improperly balanced. I'm gonna cut it. Ooh, that's it. That far back. What is it?
It just popped. Oh, that? That's a squibble? Okay.
Yeah, that's squibby.
Squib. Heard of the Yeast franchise? Yeast actually coming out. Oh, Yeast coming. Cool. Sadly, like I have plenty of RPGs to play, so cool. Also, I've never played any of the Yeast games anyway, so. I'm sticking to my NES multi-cart. Fair. There's one.
I think I have the Aquas to be uploaded to Twitch. If not, I will. Just because, I think I have a couple more animated emote slots. Well done, now let's just look them up.
Sorry, chat. It is definitely calmed down now that all of our topics were done. Great.
Like I said, the inclusion of more power in these is absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna tell Malice he needs to do at least one of these. Because 10,000 megawatts is definitely enough to get you through to the next phase.
To be fair, me not finding that last decree actually may have been my fault. Because I'm playing Saren in Circuit.
Let's see how much total power we have after this.
No
12,000 megawatts of power, and the power boost is 2,000. Oh, damn. That's pretty damn good. It's time to build more power banks, honestly. We'll do that. I'll have to make this area look pretty later. Because even though diluted fuel would make this more efficient, I think I'm just gonna leave this thing. That's pretty good.
Tep, I have an unhealthy urge to pop your balloons and make you soaking wet. Oh. Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
What do you think, chat? It looks pretty neat, pretty good, pretty efficient too. I like how I was able to do the typing system, by the way. That looks really nice. I'm half tempted to just type everything all around the world, which is not efficient, but like some people do it because it looks pretty. I also am considering just how I want to do trains. Because the next thing is trains!
Trains!
Because if we want to do things correctly here. The next big thing that we need to work on is modular engines and adaptive control units. They require computers. Well, the modular engine requires motors and rubber, but adaptive control units require computers and frames. This is the big reason why you need computers, unfortunately, which is really insane. Is the reason like, it used to be that you needed computers and heavy frames for everything in tiers. In the tiers that we're in right now, but they have removed them from so many things. It's kind of insane. But now we need to start working on heavy frames and computers. Factorio trains, satisfactory trains. I will disagree with you there. I like the satisfactory trains. But now the next goal here is to get these two things going. In order to do the adaptive control units, which is going to be the hardest thing here, we need computers and heavy frames, and that is going to be like the next thing that we work on. However, before we work on that, we have to do the bare minimum for some of this stuff. There is also this idea where I could just handcraft all that stuff. I just handcraft everything I need for both of those. Same with the circuit boards. Because I only need 100 of these, which means I need 200 computers, 100 heavy frames, 500 circuit boards, and 500 wiring.
I'm just getting here. Is this game Palworld? Looks interesting. The game Occo is playing is satisfactory, but we did talk about Palworld. But the VOD will be up on both of our channels if you wanted to watch it.
Modular engines is an interesting one. Because I'll need 1,000 smart plating. That's not that hard. 4,500 rubber. That's not that bad. And 1,000 motors. That's not that bad at all. I can get most of these materials just by letting it go on its own. The framework here is probably going to be the one that takes the longest, because you need 2,500 of that. I think what I'll do Monday is start setting up some of this stuff that I can autograph.
So tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow. I'm not doing that tonight. It's another hour of work.
Yeah, because you gotta go to bed soon, because you have work tomorrow.
Yep, I need to go to bed soon. The game currently playing is called Satisfactory? Yes. That is the name of the game. Chat, I will not be streaming tomorrow because I need a day off.
Yep. And I won't be streaming again till Friday. Yeah. I do like only having the weekends to stream, because it means the rest of the week is just work and whatever the hell else I want to do.
Thank you for the clarification. You're welcome. But now that we have all that power, chat, we have some stuff to play around with, and I'm very excited about that. I really do love the new alien, or the new alien tower buildings. They're really cool.
Good.
The Void Angels are unrelenting. You are all that is keeping them at bay. Hold fast.
We will eventually finish setting this area up here. The battery backup area, which, to be honest with you, I am not worried that I will ever need this, but it is nice to have this anyway.
Still working on my fuel stuffs? Yeah, I haven't. I need to actually sit down with Satisfactory with the 1.0. But I haven't yet.
These are really cool. The alien augmenters chat. I just love these. Now, I did some math. You can have a max of 10 of these in the game. What they do is they give you 550 megawatts just statically, and then they give you a circuit boost of 10%. You can boost that to 30% if you feed them a specific item. What is the scalability of one pure oil node? 600 square cubic meters of oil, which is 30. It's more, okay, it's not 30. It's like 35. Which I should probably like do 32 to 34. 32, 33. It is like it's 600 square cubic meters of oil, but that translates to 400 square cubic meters of gas. The generators. Can I build one of these? These things here, I don't have any fuel, but they take, I think it's like 6 a minute? I can't remember. They take, like, oh, actually just go back over there.
I've never seen a world building game like this before. It looks super involved. For a detailed-oriented person, this game is a welcome distraction.
No.
Yeah, I think that's why Occo likes it.
Yeah, I like it because it's just modded Minecraft for the most part. Like, all of some of my favorite mods from modded Minecraft basically became things in this game.
Yeah.
66 generators?
I went back to this game, but I'm more of a Victoria gamer. I
generators.
haven't really played this since they stripped out the half-assed controller support. Did they add controller support back with 1.0 or no?
I don't know. No, I think they're working on controllers.
It's just it wasn't needed to like have a proper working official launch because it's not on console. So
Field generator. Here we go.
Minecraft on steroids? That's a very good way to put it. That is an incredibly good way to put it.
Clock speed is 8 per second.
That's a titanium. Yeah.
Did I do the math wrong on this? I might have.
It is my duty to make
Let's see.
extraordinary demands of exceptional.
Oh, I might have. So, crude oil per minute is 600, refineries is 10, the fuel per minute is 400, the polymer resin byproduct is 300, and the number of fuel generators is 20.
There.
Really? I might actually have to go reduce some of those now that if that's the case. Dax, thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, I feel bad because I might actually be done here soon. But thank you so much for the raid. I might have to reduce some of those. If it is actually only 20, that might be bad. I'll fix it, but. If it's 20, how many crude oils do fuel producers? We'll see. Give me a moment. I have to head back there. Because I thought it was 30. It used to be 35. But they might have, like, shrunk it a little bit.
Sorry, I got like really focused into Warframe, so I haven't made any comments. It happens.
Less fuel per node, but more megawatts per generator. No, yes. No, I think it's just that the generators eat more. Either way, if I have to take away like 10 of them, I'm not gonna do it. We'll wait and see. And then after this, I am going to be done. Like, I will log off over here.
Yeah, and when Akka's done, I'm gonna pop out too. Since I do need to cook, and I do want to play some catch up on some 16 tonight, because I didn't know 16 yesterday. Because, I had my stream in the early afternoon, and then Akko streamed last night. And I try not to play 16 when I'm doing anything that's not focusing on 16.
Map is large? Yes, it does. This is how big it is, chat. And it is not procedurally generated. So what I'm reading is it's like one refinery equals 2 fuel generators.
Periodically, life support will appear. Use it only as you must.
How much fuel is this? Oh yeah, it's eating a lot of fuel.
Where am I in 16? I am at right before Titan, I believe.
Alright, how much do you consume? 20 per— oh yeah, that's definitely way more than it used to. It used to consume like 12 per minute. Okay. Let's see. 4, 12 to 16, 20. Alright. Just get rid of that there. No biggie. Went from 12 to 9,000. It's alright. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8, 12, 15, 20. Still a considerable amount of power, I think.
Only 60 seconds remain.
Which means more motors for the project assembly. Cool. You know what? Fair enough. That's pretty good though. Less room to take up. Okay. I'm done for tonight, chat. I'm tired. Exhausted. Oh, you got the boobs out.
I'm glad you just noticed.
I wasn't paying attention to model. Listen, I like my model, and I bought a boom model for a reason, but I don't always pay attention. All right, is somebody I'm following streaming?
Spaces. Remember,
Razor is.
your theory is real.
I'm playing Warhammer. You know what? We'll give Razor the love tonight on Twitch. Who's on YouTube?
I can't raid on YouTube, but I will raid on Twitch. Chat, we're gonna dual raid Razor.
Nobody on YouTube. We're raiding the Lo-Fi Girl. Alright, chat, thank you so much for being here tonight. I deeply appreciate all of you. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Remember to like the stream, subscribe, consider becoming a member if you haven't already. It'll help me go full-time so that I can make more content for you than
Absolutely.
I already do. You go ahead real quick.
And the same applies for my chat. I probably don't need to repeat the exact same thing again.
Alright, chat. You have a good night then.
You have a good night, chat.